What is it? Ooh, Bajo is back. All right. All right, all right, all right. God damn, this shit is bright. That's- uh, 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 uh. All right, I'll look at it later. Although, I need to fix something real quick. All right.
John is stuck.
John is stuck. All right, wait a minute. Let me. Okay. Okay. No, not now. What was it? Bajo. Where E at? Oh, that. Oh, wait, you can get an Oaken Catalyst? I want an Oaken Catalyst. Okay, I'll do that after. Interception, meh. Meh. Oh, I'm gonna do, okay. I'm gonna do like a few things at the same time. Then I'm gonna go to that afterward. Titania. There you go. Yep. That's good. That's good. Oh, I don't even think I have enough Ducat to buy what I want from him, though. I haven't popped relics in a while. Mm, I guess we'll see. Guess we will see. Nope, not that. What I want is there you go. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm. Ba-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da. Bajo. Sure. What do we get? That that's not the best one that I've got from you so far, broski. Okay. What's that? Add the cleaning style of the original continuous impression. Oh, it's a cleaning drone? I mean, it does look cool. It does. Oh my god, I got 10 Ducat. Be serious. Be serious. Oh, that's so cool. Mesa Immortal Skin. Not bad. What's that? Akvasto. Wait a minute. Do I have that one? I don't think I do. Ak- I do not. Ooh, it's because it's vaulted. A lot is happening right now. A lot is happening. Do I have that? I do not. Oh, that's another decoration. That's a nice decoration though. But and wait, I still got by the moon elegance. Wait, what? What the fuck? Is that like a cosmetic? It's a cosmetic? It seems like a cosmetic. All right. Ew. Wait, a pair of wing for a sentinel spat. No, thank you. Oh, okay. No, I don't want any of these. This I would like though, because that thing is fucking vaulted. Yeah, that thing is vaulted. I don't have a single piece of that. That'd be cool. This one I don't need. All right, cool. So, mm, and oh no, that's the skin. Prime Flow. Ooh, okay, yeah, I want that. I need that. I don't care for that one. I need these two, but I need a shitload of Ducat. I don't even know if I can still sell stuff. That's oh my god, I'm gonna need to pop Relic. I'm gonna need to actually go and pop Relic for real, because I need a lot of stuff. All right. Oh, God. Element. There. Mhm. Tito, tu fais quoi? You better not be where I think you are, motherfucker. I swear to God. I'm gonna. Okay. All right. So there's a few things that I gotta do. So I'm gonna start that, but then I think I'm really just gonna have to like spam. Oh my god! And the week resets soon. I'm also gonna need to do the fucking do everything. Fuck. All right. All right. Started.
Stuck in California, but thankfully we got a guest today. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
Giving my business class seat to my wife on our international flight.
It sure seems like you should have bought her also a first class ticket, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Seems
unless
like
he,
a wild take.
unless he got like randomly upgraded or something. But even then, it's kind of like, you know, be
Yeah,
the
give that to
gentleman.
the-
You know,
Yeah, right.
I know we want equality on stuff, but come on, man, that's your wife.
Yeah, offer
Gotta
it up.
spoil her.
Yeah, I can't imagine unless he's like 7 foot tall and he's like, I actually
I need
will be
this.
super uncomfortable. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be hard to find a good reason not to give it to your partner.
Same.
It's funny that we're doing this without John because this is something John would do to any of us, but
Oh, 1,000. But he would give it to his wife.
he would give it to his
Oh,
wife.
100%.
Yes, yes.
But if it was the 3 of us on a flight, he'd be like, I'm so sorry,
Fuck you
y'all are
guys.
poor.
Hey, it's different if it's your friends. It's your
Yeah,
wife.
it's
so-
that's a different story.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, probably all 3 of us would have given it to the homie if we, if all 3 of us were traveling. We'd be like, damn, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, see ya. Gonna go for that extra leg room.
Oh yeah,
All right,
Yeah.
so my wife, 32 female, and I, 34 male, recently took an international trip to visit her family. We travel a lot for work and have built up a lot of frequent flyer miles and airline status. When we booked the tickets, we both got economy seats since that's what fit our budget. 2 weeks before the flight, my wife and I were sent an email from the airline telling us we were eligible for an upgrade using our miles. So you nailed the upgrade part there, Sarpy. I informed my wife about this and asked her if it was okay to upgrade our tickets. She said that was fine and to go ahead and upgrade my ticket. Because we have separate accounts with the airline, she would have to upgrade her own tickets and I would have to upgrade mine separately. I offered to log into her account and upgrade her ticket when I upgraded mine, but she said she would do it on her own.
Oh.
The week
fuck.
leading up to the flight, I had been reminding her to upgrade her ticket, but when the time came to go to the airport, she had not upgraded her ticket yet.
Girl.
When we got to the airport, I offered to switch tickets with her, but she declined. I went to business class check-in while she went to the economy one. She seemed too distracted with checking in to be bothered with the ticket situation. But when we boarded the plane and I was heading towards business class, she was confused and asked me why I had not downgraded my ticket in order
Girl.
to sit with her.
Girl.
I explained to her.
Oh no.
I explained to her that I was not aware that she wanted me to sit with her, and she turned away and stormed off to her seat. When we landed, she was snippy with me and made an effort not to talk with me. The whole trip, she made little comments about my ticket and refused to talk about it when I asked to. I sat next to her on the flight back, and she didn't say anything about it and seemed to be less aggravated. Now we're back, and she keeps bringing it up in passive-aggressive ways, saying
Girl.
things like, "It must have been nice to have all that extra legroom while your wife was cramped in the back." I brought this up with some friends. Some think I was in the right, but others think I should have given up my ticket. So am I the asshole for not
He
giving up my seat?
proposed to do so and she said no. Girl.
Oh man, just so many opportunities. Look, I don't think you could have given any more opportunity for her to get in there until the very last second where you
Literally.
sat in the seat.
Yeah.
Because it's like you reminded her a lot. Yeah.
You offered
Even
to
when
do
you
it.
got there, you were like, we could switch tickets. Like you haven't done it yet. And she's like, no, don't worry about it. literally, it's not until y'all were sitting down where she like, wait, what's going
What
on?
the fuck?
I feel like it might be on her a little
It
bit.
kind of is.
The reminders, the offering to do it yourself in her account, switching tickets at the airport. I mean, you at the end of the day, you still could have been like, yeah, just take my seat. I'll go in the back or whatever. Also, I mean, it's hard to say. I feel like me personally, I probably would have anyways, just given her my seat. And then, I don't know. But I don't blame anybody for not giving their seat.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. It sure seems like you went through a lot of trouble to try and get that ticket changed, and she just didn't follow through on it. I don't know.
What are your thoughts, RB?
I think my head is going to the point of the communication that she wasn't okay with it. Because it was while they were already on the plane boarded and she was like, oh, you didn't read my mind and downgrade your ticket.
Yeah,
I
there
think
it is.
that's the point of like everything. Because I just can't imagine, like, I'm thinking about boarding a plane and getting hit with like something that you should really like sit down and talk about. But like, you guys have boarded planes. Like, it is not.
It's so stressful.
It's chaotic. There's so much pressure to like keep it moving because if you're
Yeah.
holding it up, everyone's looking at you and judging you. Like, yeah, it's funny. I don't know. I think when you're traveling with somebody, especially like your wife or your partner, I do think there almost has to be this like team aspect to it.
Yeah.
You know, like in any marriage, like there's going to be team aspects. So I do think there was a little bit, as much as like I would think the wife is more wrong here. I think maybe there's a lot that OP could have done to at least
More than what he
mitigate it.
already
And
did?
This is his wife, right? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
You should probably know, maybe like, hey, my
Hey,
wife's
this
not
will
the best. So
count.
like, and who knows? Maybe it's a brand new marriage or this is their first time traveling. But I'm just thinking like, you know, when you're traveling with someone, it's kind of on both of you guys to be on the same page a little bit. So I almost want to go with everyone sucks here, but I always kind of like, whenever I give an everyone sucks here verdict, I always kind of like teeter which one is the more, the less. I definitely think the wife sucks more here.
Oh, yeah.
And the husband only sucks just because I feel like there are little things you can, there are little things you can do there.
Yeah.
But I feel like he did the little, like, he was like, I will log in for you and do it. And
I
then
will
she was
literally
like,
upgrade your
"Nah,
ticket for you."
I'll do it. I'll do it later.
Yeah.
And then days before, like, hey, make sure you do that. I do wonder, like, when you check in, like, especially if you do a mobile, you kind of get your seat number kind of immediately. So I feel like
pretty early. Yeah.
neither of them were like, here's another reminder. I'm in business class. You are not. We're not.
Right now I'm doing this. Then I have to do the razor thing. And then I'm probably gonna pop Relic because Bajo is here and I need a lot of Ducat.
Not sitting next to each other. I feel like what you're saying, communication, I feel like at that point, for sure, they would have been like, all right, we know the plan. We all understand what's going on. Because, yeah, I feel like just because I know if roles were reversed, we would be chopping on this man.
True. That's true. That's a good point.
If it was a wife that was like, I'm begging you, please sign it and
Yeah, I'm definitely
change your
leading not
ticket.
the asshole for me.
We
personally.
would fucking rip this dude to shreds.
That's good. That's a good point. That's a very good point.
So
Yeah.
it's just like, man, I feel like he did everything he could. I think even in the final second, though, I probably would give up my seat just because it's like, all right, let's not start off the vacation on a weird foot. But that's just me personally. I feel you know, I am not mad at this guy for just being like, I don't know what else I could have done for you.
And the other thing I'll add is like he already mentioned like in the second sentence is like we travel a lot. This is something they do frequently.
Oh, true. Yeah.
It's like there's very little excuse for her to be like, yeah, I just forgot or didn't do it or whatever. Like,
True.
like you travel for work a lot. This is something you should be aware about, like time frame wise.
But like what Sarby said, though,
Wow.
knowing the fact that they travel a lot, he should have just been like,
A
not
Corey
asked. He
Bell
should have just
ribbon
been like,
log?
hey, I'm going to
I'll do
log
it.
into your account because we travel a lot. This
Yeah.
happens. This is not the first time.
Wow.
Yeah, I think too. I think an important thing to point out, as much as like if you're in the same case, you're going to give up your seat. She was very resistant to any solution
yeah.
that
Yeah.
OP was bringing up because he did offer the seat Like the one in my head is like, okay, like can you split up half and half? Like half the flight you're in business
switch
class,
seats. Yeah, you
half
can do
the
that.
flight she is. But like, I don't think she was open to any solution at that point.
Yeah,
I think she was pretty closed off on it. So
and like you said earlier, it's like the communication part is where it hinges for me. It's just like, oh well, she didn't even like in the very last moments be like, oh, would you mind downgrading to like sit beside me? It's like that's where it hinges for me. It's just like, well, I can't read your mind. And as Sean said, if it was roles reversed, we'd be just flaming this guy because yeah, it's not on your partner to read your mind. You have to communicate as well. And so Reddit deemed not the asshole.
Obviously.
And Nefariousness Fresh 24 said not the asshole. You offered to upgrade it for her and she declined. You reminded her to upgrade before the trip and she declined. And you offered to switch seats with her and she declined. Also, did she ever once mention the idea of downgrading your ticket, if that's even possible? And even if you had, there would have been no guarantee that you'd sit together since you checked in at different counters and different attendants, etc. Your wife is 100% being unreasonable. She brought this on herself and has nobody to blame but herself. So I think that sums it up pretty nicely. And yeah, that's something I didn't think about either, is like seating like wise would just be like you'd get a random seat. There's no way last minute seat switch you'd be getting the person beside your wife. So we'll move on to the next one here. Cross posted on our subreddit by Do Midscore Bandicoot, Midscore 7512.
Yeah, hit the go button.
We do a go button for people that cross post frequently.
Got it.
I feel weird when we do it with guests because I'm like, we have to explain this.
Yeah, just no context. Keep it rolling.
us doing terrible goat sound in the background. Anyway, this one is titled, Am I the Asshole for Saying I'm Glad I Have Sons Before Our Trip?
So little context.
Yeah.
It does imply a little bit of you could be sexist.
Yeah.
True.
Sure is given that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But if the first title shows, we could be wildly incorrect. So I don't know. But it sure sounds like you should just be thankful for kids. And maybe that's what you meant to say. But since you have sons, you just said sons. Like if you had daughters, you would have been like, thank God we have daughters. Maybe, hopefully.
Right. You're just thinking it's like maybe a misstep in communicating or something like that.
Let's hope so. That's what I'm hoping for.
All
I'm trying to think. Cause I have 3 sisters. So like there is kind of the dynamic of like more girls in our family than guys. So like, I know there can be different, how do you put it? Like dynamics that come with like having different gender kids, but yeah, I feel like I just have to like listen to the story more. I can't just like throw a verdict out there. It really just depends on the scenario.
That's fair. All right. So we're going on a family vacation this summer to Europe. It's something we've been saving for and planning for a long time. We're going to visit some places that are meaningful to me as an engineer, like historic sites from the Industrial Revolution, old factories turned into museums, and some modern engineering landmarks. My 2 sons, 12 and 15, are really into it. They've been looking things up, reading ahead, and even watching videos on how early machines worked. The other day, I made a passing comment that I was glad I had sons for this trip because I feel like they might actually want to learn and explore these places. I said something like, if I had daughters, they might just be more interested in taking pictures for Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah, we were wrong. This guy sucks.
Yeah,
This guy sucks ass.
This man sucks.
And not really take the time to appreciate what they're seeing. I didn't mean it to be harsh or anything.
Shut the fuck
It just sort of
up.
slipped out. Well, my younger son must have been thinking about it and asked my wife later if she was glad she only had sons. She asked him why, and he mentioned what I had said. She got really quiet and later told me that what I said was awful, that I was stereotyping girls and making it seem like they couldn't be curious or care about history or engineering. She said it made her sad that our sons now might think having girls would have been less good somehow.
Literally.
I tried to explain I didn't mean all girls. I know plenty of girls are into tech and history. It was more about what I'd seen on social media and how some teens travel now, more for show than experience. I realized it was a generalization and probably not a fair one, but I really didn't mean anything hateful by it.
Dude, just
She's
take
still
the
upset
L.
and thinks I've now put this idea in our son's head that girls are shallow and not as capable. I understand why that would bother her, but I also feel like she's overreacting to something that was just a harmless offhanded comment.
Wow.
I didn't say it to insult anyone. I was just excited to share something meaningful
man
with
is
our
so
boys.
clueless.
So am I the asshole
Yes.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think
Correct
he's
what
more
you
the
said.
asshole because he doesn't think that this isn't gonna
A
be
big
a
deal.
big deal for his
This
sons.
is like how
he's
you
teaching
raise
his
your
sons that like,
son.
oh, this is the stereotype for women, and that's how. Like, what did he say? They were like 14 and 12.
12 and 15. Yeah, very
12
close.
and 15.
Yeah.
Like they're in their developmental years where they start thinking about girls if that's what they're into. And
Yes.
it's like, or even just interacting with them, becoming a teenager. And if you are telling your kids who you are the person who's like the epitome of where they get all their information from, it's like you're basically just solidifying that like women can't have interests other than taking pretty pictures on social media. Like that's
Yeah.
more of a you're
That's
the a-hole than
awful.
just what he said.
That's
And his
Right.
general
awful.
stereotyping is
He's
like
now
you're
like passing on the misogyny to his kids, basically.
exactly.
Yeah, that is true. That is worse.
I totally forgot to ask before this. Am I allowed to cuss? I am.
Oh, absolutely.
lot. Go
Sweet,
for it.
perfect. I have such a potty mouth. I was gonna be like, yeah, this is a shitty dad. More than anything, you're the a-hole for being a shitty dad.
Yeah, I mean, even when he started the story, and this is just my brain, he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go see the engineering and blah blah blah." I say, "Yawn." Could not
Fuck.
be more uninterested with that stuff.
What a
I,
mistake.
Where's the beach?
yeah, where's
My
the
fucking
food? You know what I mean?
dog.
Where the
Agreed.
yeah, like I understand it. Everybody's into everything, and it's cool when I mean I can imagine as a parent, it's cool to see like your kids be into what you're into.
Right.
But I mean, I feel like there's a 98% chance if there were two daughters,
Oh.
they'd probably also be maybe into what you're into.
Mhm.
You know, it's just that's how you raise your kids. It doesn't matter what gender they are, as long as you're not a shitty parent, which unfortunately,
Yeah.
they might turn out to like be interested in what you're interested in. So it's just I mean, and we all know it's so clearly not a gender thing. Like, do you know how many male influencers there are, dude? Like, what are you talking about?
All of us here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I could care less, about engineering and history and stuff. But ooh, show me a painting, or ooh, show me some good food, and yeah,
Right.
I'll love to take a picture and share it on Instagram. And it sucks that your wife was like, yeah, what you said is hurtful. This is the reason why, and then for you to walk away and be like, I think she's overreacting.
Yeah. Just-
No, sir. I think you need to take a look in the mirror.
Better
Figure out
rhythm
why.
a new one.
Figure out why your wife was mad, and then figure out why it made your son confused and maybe upset enough to ask your mom or your wife about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because if it wasn't a big deal at all, why would he even go to her to ask? Be like, I thought this was weird. Is this weird? And she was like, yeah, that's fucked up and weird. And then the dad is still like,
Nah.
nah.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's because
yeah.
he doesn't respect women, so he doesn't respect his
yeah.
wife's opinion.
Ooh, yeah,
Ooh.
solid
Yeah.
point.
I'm in.
Unfortunate
Dark.
truth there.
Yeah. This story was crazy for me because as like Sienna, my wife, she studied archaeology in school. And so whenever we go anywhere, it's her giving me a lesson plan on what's happening. And I'm like, oh, this is sick. So for me, it was just insane because it's like my experience is the complete opposite of what he's claiming to be. So it's just like, yeah, you're making wildly generalized statements that like it's so far from the truth that it's unhinged that he's just doubling down on it and being like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, no, you're also passing this down to your kids, which like you said, Sarbi, and just, pushing the misogyny onto them, which I hope they don't take, because that would be shitty. But yeah, just enjoy the things that you like with your kids and just be happy they're into it. Because who knows how
Yeah.
long that'll last? You know what I mean?
Maybe they're
It's
gonna
just like
become
why
gay and be all about
must you
makeup. Then
bring
what?
down something or the idea of something just to validate how happy you are
Yeah.
about what you have?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just be happy that you have it. There's no reason.
You could
there's no
easily
need-
said, "I'm happy
Yeah.
my kids are into this," and that would have been
Exactly.
completely fine.
Literally.
It was so
Yeah.
unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Reddit deemed asshole.
Obviously.
And we're not done with the with OP yet because there are some comments here.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
did
God.
he learn his lesson?
He did not.
He
as
did
well.
not. Of course, he did not. And
So,
then like that would not
first commenter
understand.
said, so you're telling your sons that girls are shallow, unintelligent, and unappreciative, and that your own daughters would be like that even though your sons aren't? That's kind of weird, almost like you're saying you'd be a different parent to girls. Quite the self-own there, you're the asshole. To which OP said, I'm not saying that. I just meant the probability would be less just based on gender differences. They'd like other things and probably be better at some other stuff. Like, my wife is a lot better than me at social events and bringing people together and organizing.
Yeah, because you sound like a real asshole.
I'm sure this
Has
guy doesn't
nothing
have
to
that
do
many
with it.
friends.
Nothing to
Yeah,
do with
no.
gender. You're just a piece of shit.
He's a sexist piece of
Of course,
shit.
there's still a chance they would be interested. There's no way to know since there are always exceptions, especially with technical
It's
parent
not about
to learn
exception.
from. So
Oh
really
my
doubling down on
God.
he's the technical parent. Commenter 2 said, you do realize that gender differences are caused by sociological factors and aren't inherent to someone based on their sex. To which OP responded, said, it's a mix of factors. Yes. If I had daughters, and having an engineer parent would make them a little more likely
A
they
little?
develop these interests compared to daughters who don't. Commenter 2 said, for a scientific-oriented person, you cling to the ideas that have been proven wrong over and over again and refuse to admit that you're wrong. So the commenters were not kind to OP, and
Good.
rightfully so, I think.
Yeah.
It's always such a bummer whenever OP is commenting, and it's just like, oh, maybe they will see the error of their ways.
Nope.
It's like a 2% chance, really. It's so unfortunate.
It's so rare.
I feel bad for this wife, man.
Yeah.
Same.
Hopefully, this is
honestly.
an eye-opening moment for her.
It could be.
Exactly.
For her,
Like
yeah.
she's got to put in double work now to like make sure her sons don't pick up
Don't
what their
end up
dad's
being
putting
fucking
down, you
sexist
know?
Yeah.
assholes
Which
is just an
their
awful
dad.
Position
scenario to
put
be in. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I get like the whole like American politics scene right now, and I guess a lot of world politics. I'm just like, how could you possibly be married to somebody with like different political views?
Yeah.
Or,
Totally.
like, just different like views on women and things like that. I'm just like, oh brother, I get love is love, but that
No,
it cannot
that's
be like. I mean, just on such completely different pages. I feel like
Yes.
Yeah. I just think like the type of with how at least American politics. I can't speak to Canadian politics for you.
It's very similar, actually.
Is it? Okay,
Unfortunately,
okay.
it's, from what we've heard from Josh, not too far.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I hear one of my mods in my Discord. Shout out Gender Go. She
yeah.
she lives in Canada, so she kind of fills me in on little things here and there. Yeah, I just think it's like it almost being identifying with certain party like categorizes you as a certain human being, and I just can't imagine. Like I mean, very clearly,
Yeah.
I'm very left leaning. I can't
Yeah.
imagine. Like I see girls who I can just look at and be like, you're very right leaning, and I just don't ever see a scenario where we could ever mesh well.
Cross
Yeah.
pass and it works out. Yeah.
It bleeds
yeah.
into values and interests, and it's
Yep.
just
how you want to raise your kids,
Exact-
like this story.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
so-
Like this
yeah.
story. You don't want to
I
end
don't-
up having to raise kid with a man like this who thinks that girls would, oh my God, they only care about makeup. Like, sir? Oof. The sexism. Okay.
Get
It's
it.
in everything. So.
Are you both married?
Yes.
Yeah.
How long for both of you guys?
8 months.
8 months. Oh, congrats! It's pretty.
Yeah, it was last September. So I'm trying
5
to do the math.
years.
5
in-
years.
in November, so like
Yeah.
4.5.
All right,
Yeah.
but we got a vet. I'm
Yeah.
nowhere near that.
How long you been married?
Me? Oh no,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm not married.
Oh, okay.
I'm nowhere near that because I'm not even
My
I'm
bad.
not even in the realm. So.
You said it like you were, and I was like, oh, okay, nice. Gotcha. Yeah, I should have done more dating stories then, because you could tell us the horrors of dating. I imagine that it is right now.
I mean, knock on wood, I haven't had a
Too many crazy ones.
not a crazy date necessarily, but I get in some situationships that end poorly, and I'm like, this is like unnecessarily poorly, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, okay,
That's too bad. Yeah, we get it in our comments whenever we do a bad date story. Someone's like, "This happened to me," and I'm like,
That's
so sorry.
unfortunate.
terrible,
Yeah.
terrible. Yeah, if you ever need a single perspective, I'm here.
we got your number.
Is John also married or?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
10 years I think. now.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, hit me up if you guys ever need a single perspective. It's rough out
Oh,
here.
yeah. All right, boys. Let's move on to the next one here, posted by Big Proman on Am I the Asshole? Title for this one is Am I the Asshole for locking the office fridge after someone kept stealing my lunch?
Nah, not the a-hole.
I do wonder what kind of authority you have to lock the entire fridge. I feel like you maybe could just lock your lunchbox. I mean,
But isn't it so much funnier to be like, I have no authority, but I'm going to lock the fridge?
Absolutely.
It is extremely fun.
I should clarify. Only way I'm thinking not the a-hole is if you go to HR, you go to your bosses, and like everyone just like figure it out yourself, and you're like, fine.
I figured it out.
It's pretty. As long as the communication was there beforehand, I'm like, go nuclear, brother.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or sister, I guess.
You might get fired, but I'm with you. I'm behind you 100%.
It's about the principle here.
Yeah.
What an incredible I got fired story. That next job interview, that shows initiative. That shows, you know.
You won't just stand by.
Exactly. You make it happen.
I'm willing to put the work in to ensure my lunch doesn't get stolen. Oh, God. All right. So I, 34 male, work in a small office with about 10 people. We share a communal kitchen, including one fridge. Over the past month, my lunch has been stolen 5 times.
Hell
That's
no.
crazy.
Hell no.
Not just random snacks, entire homemade meals I bring from home.
We are fighting. Food is sacred. Stealing somebody's lunch at work? Oh, we are so fighting. Are you crazy? Where is he? Is someone missing?
Without a trace. It's not just frustrating, it's expensive and messes up my day. I mentioned it a couple times in the group chat like, hey, someone's been taking my lunches, please stop. Everyone either ignores it or sent a vague message like, ugh, that sucks, or some people are the worst. But no one took responsibility.
I feel like 10 is enough for you. You can go up to everybody's desk and like LA Noir them.
So I brought a mini fridge and put it under my desk. Nothing fancy, just enough to hold my meal and a drink.
It still got stolen from there.
Please tell me it wasn't stolen again.
Someone has a vendetta.
I also put a little lock on it just for extra peace of mind. So no, it didn't get stolen from the mini fridge.
Good.
Since then, no more lunch stolen.
Good.
Well, last Friday, one of my coworkers, I'll call her Dana, 29 female, confronted me during lunch and said it was weird and selfish that I had a personal fridge.
Oh, dude, it was fucking Dana.
It was Dana. It has to be Dana.
Really?
Because literally, why else would anybody even notice?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
100%.
That's interesting.
She said it
Dina.
made me look
Want to tell me how to
paranoid
fucking
and like
know
I'm
that?
not part of the team. I said I was tired of my food being stolen and this was the only solution that worked. She said I should have just brought stuff I wouldn't care about losing, like snacks or microwave
Yo,
meals.
Dina needs to have like, Dina needs to.
This is crazy.
This is actually crazy for real. Dina,
A couple of others have now made little comments like, don't let him see your lunch. He might lock it up, or we get it. You're special. And I'm starting to feel like the weirdo in the office just for protecting my stuff. So am I the asshole for locking up my lunch instead of letting this keep happening?
You're going to have to go to HR because
Start
these people are not well in the head.
I'm sick of
I would be fighting with everybody. First of all, you fucking dumbasses. People keep stealing my lunch. I brought it up several times. It happened 10 times in the past few months. And it keeps getting stolen. So I decided to fucking do something about it because nobody wants to take accountability for being a fucking lunch stealer. Like, if you're too poor to buy lunch, why the fuck are you here? Like, you're working. We're all working. So is there something that you want to tell the class? Like, is there a problem at home? Is your, do you know how to make yourself a sandwich? Because if you have a problem with being able to feed your damn self, don't put that on me. Dina and people who agree with Dina, they need to, some like, getting back in reality, because that's crazy. Insanity.
this shit, bro. I'm fucking sick. At one comment, you're like, all right, best believe I've memorized your goddamn lunchbox.
Yeah.
I'm coming for it tomorrow.
I'm eating it all.
Dana, watch your fucking days, bro. Count your days.
Oh God.
I'm betting the house on Dana. Dana's
Yeah,
the culprit.
it's 100%.
If not all of them, like if all of them are
Yeah.
sitting there like, oh bro, you're weird for this. It's like I hear my coworkers getting their shit stolen. I'm like, we should figure this out. Cause
Yeah.
I don't
Because it could be me next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't want that shit.
Also, it's like 5 times in a month. That's 25% of the time your lunch is
Yeah.
getting stolen.
That's crazy.
I mean,
So
in a work week too?
Yeah.
It's a whole
So
work
it's-
week.
Brother,
Literally
yeah,
1 week of your month is your food's
It's
gone.
gone.
That's insane. Oh my God. I do love how Sarby at the beginning of this was like, yeah, full revenge,
I
lock
don't
the
even know where
fridge.
to put it.
And
Wait.
Sean was like, well, hold on. And then at the end, he was like, eat all their lunches.
No, yeah, fuck that. If I'm getting little fucking comments from people, like I didn't message the entire team's channel, be like, yo, someone's fucking stealing my lunch. And not one of you did anything or cared in the slightest. So yeah, fuck that.
And I mean, the important part too is it wasn't the communal fridge like we all thought. It was
Yeah.
like
His personal.
he came up with a creative solution. He was like, this is my fridge where I'm going to put my lunch and I'm going to lock it for double safety. Like
Yep.
for all intents and purposes, it's like, who cares? Like nobody should care. And the fact that they care is even more sus. That all of
Yes.
them care.
I'm putting a camera in my thing and unlocking it. And then I'm fucking posting it to the team's channel. I
Just-
said, look, bitch, caught
And-
Dana in the
Nah, but like
goddamn
this is a team
Dana
issues.
just
Like
opening the fridge.
this is a
I
team
think
wide.
she's
issue.
offering your meals up. She's taking it and then giving it out to everyone.
I don't know why anyone would make comments about it.
No.
I don't know if I would even notice if any of my coworkers had like a fridge under their desk.
Same.
No, me
Yes.
neither.
I don't think I would either.
I wouldn't. So
Yeah,
Dina
I'm
is
not-
a fucking
yeah,
cunt.
I don't know.
I don't have that much investment in it.
Yeah, I could not care enough, to be honest.
I'd be like, that's cool. I want one too. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Let's
might
get
do the
office
same.
ones.
I might write it as like y'all have to pay for this. Y'all, we're not dealing with the office theft.
Yeah. Reddit agreed and said not the asshole. And Blue Being 22 said the person who is not part of the team is the one who's stealing the lunches. You're not paranoid. There is actually a thief in your mix. That's a fact. You just took care of the problem is all, and everyone who has a comment can suck it, which is essentially
Pretty
what
much.
Sean said with a few more colorful words in there. But
This reminds me of like when I brought my own coffee maker to an office one time. I was like, this
Did you
coffee
ever get it
is
back?
shit. No, I mean, I kept it at my desk.
oh, I see.
And then if people wanted coffee, I'd make them coffee or whatever. But I was just like, yeah. People would make a little comment here and there, and then they started getting the coffee, and I was like, yeah, you see the difference? Okay. Let's not talk shit to me.
And
No,
then you
they'll
started
talk shit
charging.
about it until they need it. I
And they're
drive
like,
a
"Oh, it's
minivan.
pretty good."
Every one of my friends, they clown me for the minivan until we need a group of 8 people driven somewhere. And then the minivan's cool.
All of a
nothing to say.
sudden.
All right, moving on to the next one here. This one's got an update with it, and it's posted by Go Inevitable 1269. The title is "Am I the asshole for not taking down an X-rated book when my ex's girlfriend asked me to?"
Wait, can you read that one more time?
Wait,
there's a lot of
I
X's.
know that story.
So, am I the asshole for not taking down an X-rated book when my ex's girlfriend asked me to?
My,
Just
I
got it
know
on
that
display.
story.
wait, but your ex's girlfriend?
Yes.
Why the fuck would
Why
they
would
have
she
a
get
say?
it? Yeah.
And I'm like, where is she taking this down from? Is it like plastered in a kid's school? Probably not good. Is it just
Yeah.
like on her bookshelf and for some reason the ex be over there with their girlfriend all the time?
Right. It is
Dude,
confusing.
why would they see it enough times to feel like they have the right to be like, unless, like you said, it's in a very
Prominent.
family-oriented
Yeah.
place. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Hey, I'm sorry, my ADHD go burr. What's the name of your cat?
Oh,
They're-
that's Artie.
Artie's
Yeah.
so cute. I'm so sorry. I also have a cat. He would be all over the desk right now if he was in here. Love it. Sorry, super ADHD. Keep going.
3 cat dads
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
pod.
Oh yeah.
The cats have their own fan bases.
yeah.
So Beans, I'm convinced my audience loves my cat more than me. They're like,
I
like
think
I'll
same,
get comments.
honestly.
They're like, came for the story, stayed for Beans. And I'm like, oh, what about me?
They're like, yeah, you're all right.
Beans is a great name.
That is a
by the
great
way.
name.
Shout
Yeah.
out the Humane Society. That was his name, and my siblings call me Bean. So I was like, I wanted to name my cat Spinch. Have you ever seen that meme where like the Subway labels the food wrong, and like one of them was Spinch? I just thought that was so funny. I was like
spinach.
yeah. I thought it was so funny. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a cat named Spinch, and then Beans was there, and I was like, that's a pretty good name.
That's a
I
great
could just
name. Yeah.
get another cat eventually and name that one Spinch.
Yeah. Then you
Bean
have
and
Spinch and Beans.
That's pretty good.
Spinch and Beans. It flows.
All right. So last year, 24 female, wrote an exotic novel to make some money on the side. It ended up picking up traction and makes a fair amount of money in sales every month. You're connecting the dots.
I'm connecting the dots. Yeah. Okay. So it's not like a physical book. It's online.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also she wrote it.
Yes.
That both of those things change everything.
Also, I was thinking X-rated, like as in like a picture book. You know what I mean? And this is words. So I feel like
It's a novel.
even
Yeah.
if it was in front of kids, you know, they wouldn't know unless they dug into it, I guess.
And then they're interested in reading. It's like, can you stop them then? I don't know.
Is it that bad if they know about a throbbing?
Wait, actually, super random funny shit that happened to my buddy's girlfriend, who's a teacher. You know, like how they do competitions for like kids to like read books or
Battle
whatever.
of the books? Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. There was this kid who was going through his parents' books on their shelf
no.
and just writing like, I read this book. And then they went and looked it up, and it was just like hella romance smut books. So they're like, and she teaches, I think, like second graders or something, like something
Right.
crazy young where you should not be reading that. So they had to like call in the parents, and the parents are like, oh, no. He didn't read
There's
that. He
no
was just
way.
capping. Like,
Yeah, he's lying.
I wonder even if a second grader read that, if they would understand
They could comprehend
what
it?
is happening.
Yeah, I don't know.
Most likely
I don't think
not.
I would. I'd just be like, what are all these words I don't know?
Yeah. And then I'd go teach it to all my friends on the playground.
I mean, kids nowadays have Google. I feel like that would be crazy just to be like,
God.
just
That's
that
true.
Google, what's it called? Oh my God, I'm blanking on it. But you go down like you're just searching
Oh, the
words
rabbit hole?
yeah, rabbit hole. Thank you. That would be the worst way to find out about sex.
That's true. I am thinking back in the early 2000s when I would have been like, I don't know what this means. Just moved on.
It reminds me when I was a senior in high school, somebody asked me if I was circumcised or not, and I honestly had no clue. I was like, I guess I have to Google it, and I Googled it. And I said, oh, all right, I guess we have our answer.
Did you Google? Did you Google? Am I circumcised?
No, I
Google
just
like-
Googled uncircumcised penis, and I was like, oh. All right. Makes
Just as-
sense. Now I understand what you mean by hood.
Oh my god.
I get 18 years old.
No, the way I figured out about it was I
Oh,
played
shit.
hockey, and I think by the time I was like 14, 15, I was like showering with all the dudes.
Yeah.
And one of them
Mhm.
wasn't circumcised. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, I didn't even know that was a possibility.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know
I
what
didn't know
that
there were
is.
options on this.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that there was,
Yeah,
I didn't know
same.
that like that was how I learned about it.
That's the state of sex education in America.
Oh yeah, dude. 100%. I didn't even get a sex ed class.
Neither did Sean. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
neither
dude,
did I.
it's brutal, man. Was it good in Canada, Josh?
Good is a bar. I don't know if I want to
But
say
it existed.
It existed.
Yeah, okay.
We'll go with that. We had to do it, but the bar's so low that I'm like, is it good or is it just acceptable? You know what I mean?
I feel like if they
I mean,
don't
listen, at
bring
least
religion
you had
into it,
one.
it's at least somewhat decent. But I got the
Decent, then.
Catholic sex talk, so from my mom, and it was very bare minimum. Like,
I feel you and Sean had a
What is
similar
a Catholic
life.
sex talk?
Honestly, Catholic upbringing. It's making a lot of sense.
brutal.
Okay, I'm just gonna take this from the top again because
Yeah,
I think
go
we
for it.
lost it
Yeah,
very
well-
early on. But so last year, 24 female, wrote an exotic novel to make some money on the side. It ended up picking up some traction and makes a fair amount of money in sales every month. I'm not living off the income, but it helps pay some bills every month while I'm getting my master's. A lot of the book was inspired by my boyfriend at the time. He knew I was writing it, and it was often a joke between us that he had to give me more to write about, quote unquote. He read the book before I self-published it and gave it his seal of approval, and I wouldn't have published it if he had been uncomfortable with it. The character doesn't resemble him in personality or appearance, and there are no hints that would give away who my inspiration was. I also wrote it under a fake name too, so it's unlikely to be traced back to him at all. We broke up 6 months ago, but we keep in touch. We've been friends for a while, and the split was mutual, so there was no hard feelings. I knew that he had started seeing someone over the summer, and I guess he told her about the book because she approached me at the library yesterday and asked me to take the book down.
Girl.
She said it makes her uncomfortable knowing that people can read details about our sex life. I asked her if my ex was uncomfortable with it, and she said he was. I told her I would take it down then. That night, I texted my ex and told him I was sorry the book made him uncomfortable and that I would take it down as soon as I could. He had no idea what I was talking about. He said it didn't make him uncomfortable and that I didn't need to take it down. He then cracked some jokes about how he was glad I was still profiting from his hard work, which is insane to make.
Attaboy. Making his girl nut. We love it.
When I told him his new girlfriend had approached me, he said that she did think it was weird, but it wasn't her call. Today, I was eating lunch and the girl came up to me again. She started saying that I was being disrespectful for going behind her back and talking to her boyfriend. Side note, I talk to my ex semi-frequently anyway, and that she was disgusted that I even published the book. She also said that it was gross that I was involving other people in my exhibitionist kink unwillingly.
Oh.
Okay, girl.
I let her talk for a bit and then told her she was overreacting. I said I did it to make money, not because I derived pleasure from it, and that the book's publication is between me and my ex. It doesn't involve her. She called me a bitch and stormed off. I know it's kind of weird to have a book out there with details about me and my ex's sex life, but I don't really want her to take it down. I don't really want to take it down because it's a good source of income. So am I the asshole?
The way I'd be writing the sequel as she's talking to me. This is wild.
Yeah.
What would you title it?
I don't know.
Fuck you, name of the girl. No. Sorry, that would be so mean, but I think that'd be hilarious.
So funny.
Make that the antagonist of the book.
I was gonna.
It's like the Footloose Police, but for sex.
Yeah. I was gonna title it like "Sex with an X" or something like that.
Oh,
But
that's why you're the title guy.
sometimes. But yeah, so you guys are going not the asshole with
Of
this
course,
one.
no.
Yeah.
No, because she was even like, yeah, if he's truly uncomfortable, I'll take it down because like it's between us.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, no, I don't care. In fact, I love that people love how good I am. It's incredible.
It's a bestseller, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah, I agree. I think like if the guy had a problem with it, I think it would kind of start like bleeding into consent type issues.
Yeah.
But
Close
since
to
he
revenge
was
porn or something like that.
Yeah. And like even if it's in writing, you know, and it's
Yeah.
not like she was doxing him either. I think that's really important as well. Like there was no information to tie it back to him. I think this is probably the, you know what I was thinking? I was trying to think if there's a verdict to be had around this, but I think it is a little, maybe not weird, but a little disrespectful to OP's ex's new girlfriend.
Okay.
That they talk a lot.
Well, I don't know. It sounds like they were friends.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
And so I get if she has some sort of that upsets her, that's something she should take up with her boyfriend and not the ex.
Not put it on. The,
Absolutely.
So
Don't
that's
disagree with that.
Yeah.
That's
So
a good point.
if that's a boundary she feels uncomfortable with, like being that close with an ex, it's like, yeah, that's something you talk about with your partner, not accusing me of
a stranger.
yeah
essentially.
of anything or coming to me. So I understand that part, but I still think even if that is her, issue, she's going about it the completely wrong way.
For sure.
Yep.
Just based off what she said about like OP going around like behind her back or around her, I think I was just getting like a heavy vibe that like I don't even know if the story is the real issue. I bet maybe the real issue is that like they still talk. Cause like I'm trying to think you guys can weigh in too, but if like my partner was talking to their ex a lot, I feel like there'd have to be some sort of conversation around it because it's like, hey, I understand that you guys are friends, but like you guys have history, and just because of that, I think there's like a little bit of not complete no contact, but a little bit of like diminishing how much you're talking. But she's
Right.
like, we talk like every month, which is a little weird to me. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the joke he made definitely was probably over the line for me, for sure. 'Cause
Agreed.
It's like, well, I don't know if you should be joking about your sex life with your ex. That maybe And that's a boundary for other people that might not exist. But yeah, I do agree to some degree that I think some of this is definitely crossing a line. But again, I don't think that's on
Overall.
OP. That's on them to figure out. And
Yeah.
Absolutely.
much.
Good clarification.
yeah.
And I will say, like, she's like, I can't believe you went behind my back when I went behind his back. And
True.
talked to you about
That's
this.
true too.
Is a little wild
That's a good
on
point.
her part.
That's fair.
Because, like, yeah, Opie is kind of just like, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't know you. I know him. I asked him. And if he was like, yeah, then I would take it down.
Right.
And this really sounds like something that you need to talk to him about. And then, if he's, I mean, don't put me in your business. Just let me know when y'all come to a consensus.
Exactly.
essentially.
Absolutely.
So I did say there was an update, and we'll hop right into it.
Did they link the book? We should read that next.
Yeah, I want to read the book, low key.
Yeah, how bad
I'm
is
sure
it?
it's really bad,
Yeah, I
but
wanna know.
also,
Okay, so update. Shortly after I made the post, I got on Amazon to look at my book and noticed I'd gotten an influx of bad reviews. I checked the reviews and found some buzzwords that my ex's girlfriend had used. Thankfully, I'm fairly certain I can get these removed. I'm also concerned because Amazon takes a few days to process reviews, so I don't know how many more of these will be coming my way. I decided to call my ex and let him know what was happening. I told him about his girlfriend confronting me, calling me a bitch, how she initially lied to me about his feelings, and now the bad reviews. And he was floored. I don't think he'd seen that side of her personality. My ex is all around a great guy, and he was very apologetic. He said he would talk to her about it. He said he didn't tell her the name of the book, but he did have it on his Kindle, so she must have snooped and found it. This morning, I was getting a coffee in the student center, and the girl walked up to me and started screaming at me.
girl.
Apparently, she and my ex broke up and she blamed it on me. I didn't know what to do, so I just walked off to my car. She started calling me a slut and a whore and a pervert. And in brackets, there was nothing that bad in the book, especially if you like erotica already. She followed me around out of the building, but thankfully stopped chasing me once I hit the parking lot. I was shaking and called my ex again. He ended up coming to sit with me in my car until I calmed down. We considered calling the campus police, but I didn't want to explain to them, so he walked me back inside. She was there, but when she saw me with my ex, she didn't yell. She just burst into tears and said she knew he was cheating. He told her to leave me alone. He hadn't been cheating, which was factual. With me, anyway. I think that's what they meant. And that he broke up with her because she was too jealous and immature. She seemed flummoxed and left. Ex bought me a coffee, and we discussed filing a police report if she approaches me again. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I hope. Definitely feels like sequel material, although I'm a bit lacking in the physical inspiration part these days.
It sure seems like your original inspiration is free.
Third update. We got back together.
We're keeping it on a strictly creative process this time. No emotion.
We're just hooking up, actually. It's,
More book material.
yeah, it's for the research.
Yeah, it's
You know-
research.
My recommendation on that update is I think you should file a police report.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because there's no way. I mean, okay, unless they're on an incredibly small campus, but even then, it's very unlikely for this person to run into you three
That
separate
many
times.
Yeah, yeah.
I think there's a little bit. She might have been stalking a little bit there.
And I don't think it's going to stop. You know what I
No.
mean?
No.
I feel it's going to, like, she blames you 100%.
If
by the
only
sounds of it.
it's intensified by the fact of actually seeing y'all two together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm with you there. I think that's not a bad idea. Just to even have it so that if anything happens, you've already got a file and it's easier to report. Hopefully.
Yeah.
God, I wish they listed the title. Would love
Yeah, me
to-
too. Oh, it's on Amazon? Like,
Damn. Just look for the worst reviewed book on Amazon.
I'm sure you could look in the comments of that post and like search like book or whatever, and some person was like, I think it's this one on Amazon, you know?
That's true. I hesitate to even look and try and dox this person because I don't want them to.
No, yeah, no, they don't want to.
If
They
you
don't
find it, don't comment it. But you know, you can
But
check
book
it out.
sales.
Books. That's true.
the book sales,
That's true. All right, let's move on to the last story before we hit the Patreon side of things. This one was cross-posted on our subreddit by I'm Just a Bunny, and the title is, Am I the asshole for giving a former coworker a bad reference?
On purpose?
Oh,
I mean, if
I
you
think I know
really
this
hate
one.
that coworker, I guess.
But why would they ask for a reference?
Yeah, I almost
From
want
you?
to say
I think I know that one. I'm
You
not
know, because
sure,
you could have
though.
just,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Even
because
a
you could have
bad
just been like,
reference.
nah, bro, I can't give you a good reference under good conscience, you know?
Right,
unless
that's
this,
true.
unless this coworker is just like the devil. and they deserve to be fucked with, but it was just,
Yeah,
if it,
like
I guess it just depends on
Dana. If
severity.
it was Dana, we'd
True.
be
oh,
You know what? Fuck Dana.
Dana.
she fucking steals lunches all goddamn day. And then gaslights me into thinking I'm the weird one.
Yeah.
So if it's Dana, then not the a-hole. All right. So I, 32 male, work as a senior dev at a small tech company. A few months ago, we hired an engineer named Marissa. I worked with her during the first
Ooh,
2
a spy
weeks.
mission.
She seemed smart and motivated, went beyond her tasks, cleaned up some inefficient logic, and removed busy polling that improved performance, whatever all that meant. It left a good impression, but I assumed she was trying to stand out as a new hire. After that, she joined a new team. A few weeks later, she was gone. No warning, no goodbye. Management just said she was no longer with the company. With all the recent layoffs and reorgs, we didn't question it. A while later, Marissa messaged me on LinkedIn. She had a job offer and needed a reference. I was surprised, but I said yes. We'd worked together briefly, and it had gone well. At lunch a few days later, I brought it up and asked the team what kind of stuff was useful in a reference. I mentioned her earlier performance work, and then that's when Chris, our lead tech, cut in. Chris and I are close. We hang outside of work. Our families know each other, and we're two of the few people who left to understand all the core systems post-layoffs. He's well-respected and pretty much indispensable. Chris said, I wouldn't help her out. She tried to take me down on her way out. The table got quiet, and he said she filed an HR complaint accusing him of sexism after a disagreement about system architecture. HR investigated it and sided with them, saying she had overstepped as a junior engineer without the experience to try and challenge those decisions. Then he told me something I hadn't heard before, that Marissa had said those things about me too, that I was complacent, not technically deep, and just skating on seniority. He said that she told that to others behind my back. I was caught off guard. Our only project had gone well, and she was friendly to my face after, but I figured maybe she changed. Chris also said she walked in like she was smarter than everyone because she'd come from a fancy school and had done some academic research.
I don't like that.
He said she didn't take
I don't like where this is going, Chris. Because it's only his word. She's not there to defend herself. So, I don't know,
feedback
fam.
well and made the team dynamic worse. He told me, just be honest if they ask you. I trust Chris. He mentors a lot of people. HR backed him. And if she really did talk about me like that, then I didn't feel any obligation. So when the reference check came, I gave a negative review.
Oh, boy.
I said she wasn't great at collaborating and needed more guidance than expected. I didn't lie, but I didn't go out of my way to help. A few days later, Marissa called me, and she was furious. She said I'd ruined her only chance, and now she had 10 days to find another job or she'd have to leave the country. I didn't know that she was on an H-1B visa. She said she came from Belarus as an international student and had built her life here. I didn't mean to hurt her. I thought I was doing the right thing based on what I knew and didn't know the immigration situation. So am I the asshole?
Yes. You
Yeah, I
should have
think I
just
agree.
said no. You should have just said no. You trust your buddy Chris because,
Even
but
Sarvi
she's
here, you
not
could have
there
just
Said no.
to
said
defend
no,
herself.
right?
I
Here's-
also 100% believe Chris is a sexist piece of shit.
yes. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Because you just took one dude's word over your
Yeah.
own experience.
Yeah.
A bunch. Listen, and this is me being like stereotyping, and like my audience knows I'm a little bit of like a man hater, but like
Same.
STEM dudes hate
dudes
it
are
when
the
there's a smart woman in the
worst.
room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just, I hope that, are either you guys STEM dudes?
No, I worked in like coding field though, and
Okay.
it is true. Like it is just a fact. Like there are a lot of men who just will look down on women coders because of the fact that they are women.
Just because HR sides with you does not mean that you were in the right.
Well, he just gave a
Exactly.
clear reason as
Some
why he's
HR
like he's
department are
he's
terrible.
irreplaceable basically. So yeah, fucking HR is going to side with you because they don't want to replace you. You know what I mean? They don't want to do more work. So they're just going to fire the new hire because that's easier.
Yep. And as long as there's nothing that they feel is dangerous to the company, not even to the individuals, they don't care. They don't care who's right.
No.
It's not about who's right. It's about, like you said, this guy's irreplaceable. So whatever it takes to not fire him unless he's done something absolutely heinous,
we're going to do that. Yeah.
I feel like OP's the asshole. He could have easily just been like, hey, I can't be your reference. They even if they reached out to him, he could be like, hey, I didn't answer, like tell them to call like a different reference.
Yeah, exactly. That like would be fine. Like he would be completely out of the woods there, and he would be safe of not being in the asshole. But the fact that he still took the call and was like, no, I'm going to give her a negative review based on what fucking Chris said and not my own experience of working with her and having a good experience. It's like, yeah, you're an asshole. Like you just blindly took Chris's secondhand gossip and turned that into fact when she had a reference call, and now she's gonna be fucking deported. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
I feel like at the very least you could have just called Marissa and be like, find another reference because I heard this about you, and then she could at least state her case. Be like, I know you're friends with Chris, but he's actually a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he's lying.
Yeah, actually none of that happened. This is what actually happened. Or, at least then you could go off based on knowledge from both of them and been like, okay, I don't feel comfortable like giving you a reference, but I wish you luck or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know how much you guys know about HR. I know nothing about HR, but maybe your audience in the comments can let us know. Like when you get met, to me, because they were saying like, oh, Chris was saying that OP, like Marissa had talked bad about OP, but I feel like if he had,
that would be part of the HR report,
and HR would rope him in. So like to me, it's a little fishy that he's throwing out, oh, she was talking smack about you too, because I think if they were like HR would have, or if she had, HR would have roped him in on that. So
yeah, well, I think that's probably true. John's our HR expert. He's done that.
He used to work.
He used to work in HR. So unfortunately, he's not here. So we'll just have to speculate. But I believe, if he hadn't been pulled in on it, you think he would have got some sort of notification like, hey, this is an HR report going through, like your name's on it. Or I would imagine, right? Again, let us know in the comments if we're off here. And they could have just swept this under the rug too. That's another option. That happens as well. So Reddit agreed and said asshole. And a commenter said, I have to go with you're the asshole here. The reference should have been objective and based on your experience with her, not what you'd heard through the grapevine.
Thank you.
Which is ultimately what it comes down to. If you're uncomfortable, just don't do it, or give your objective view of who she is as a worker, not something you heard secondhand. All right. That is it for this episode.
That's it. That was so short. All right.
What's up, Wikimaniac?
When fans spot body editing in K-pop.
What? Okay. Anyway.
What's up,
Why
Wikimaniac?
am I seeing this? There you go.
That trigger warning for, I don't know what the technical term would be for this, but trigger warning for pet euthanasia.
Gotcha.
So if that doesn't sound like a all around great time, I
Is
think
that the one
other
that I've read
ones
before?
maybe don't need a trigger warning, and they're just regular bad people. But I will say, starting right off the bat, this is the worst person of the episode.
Okay, we're starting off hot.
We're starting off hot, and then hopefully,
Ooh,
we're not going to reach high peaks
I
of
might
good people,
know
but
this
it'll just,
one.
we'll be rising from the depths of
Get
hell.
less
Because this guy
bad.
is Satan.
We're gonna rise from the 7 layers of hell. I understand.
Yeah, well, we will end still on the 5th or 4th layer of hell, unfortunately, but we will not stay at the 7th.
Oh no. Okay.
I can promise you that. All right. If you're still here, that means you're ready for this. I will read the title, and you have one more chance to leave. This is coming from r/true off my chest, cross-posted by Stormbreaker021. Gotta give it to him. Here we go. Here's the title. My ex-husband returned my dogs to the shelter, and one was euthanized.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would
No,
be
I don't know this one.
charged
but
with
trash.
murder.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah, just reading the title, I'm tearing up
Oh my god.
out of anger.
There are occasions where Sienna and I will be like talking about the cats, and the other day we had this conversation. I was like, God, I was like, I can't imagine the day we have to put one of our cats down. I'm like, that will be
Oh,
the saddest day
God.
of my life. You know what I mean? Like up until that point, it'll be just the worst moment. Thankfully, there are only 3 and 2, so fingers crossed. We have a long time before that comes, but I'm just like, that is going to be the hardest day of my life. And so, if someone did that behind my back, like earlier than expected, I would be.
Wait, why the fuck am I not
furious,
getting fucking
to say the
energy,
least.
broski?
This is, yeah.
All
This
right.
guy
When
is
this
definitely
happened? It's so
top.
weird.
I mean, we've read some despicable people. I feel like this, purposefully, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
All right. I fought so much for those dogs, and in the end, he won our dogs in the divorce. He had the dogs before our marriage. My ex-husband and I were only married for 2 years. I was completely shocked when I saw on Facebook that one of my dogs was euthanized at a shelter.
What a fucking piece of shit. Like he fought for the dogs in the divorce and then just gave them up. What the fuck?
Gracie was my favorite dog. She was only 6 years old, and the shelter
Jesus
killed her.
Christ.
She was the sweetest dog I have ever met. She loved everyone and everything. My other dog, Shank, was on an adoption page I saw on a local Facebook group that I follow. I immediately called the shelter and said I want to adopt him and that he was my old dog, and I explained my situation. They told me they were sorry, but that was posted more than a week ago, and he has already been adopted.
Oh,
My heart is so broken.
No
I
fucking
called my
way.
ex-husband, and his
Stop.
explanation was that he didn't have enough time to take care of the dogs anymore,
fuck you.
and that they would be in a better home in a more active environment since the dogs barely go outside when the dogs were living with him.
Why fight for them then? Why
Why
demand
fight
them in the
for them in
divorce
the
just because you're a
divorce, you
petty
fucking
fucking piece of
asshole?
shit? God damn it.
He probably had those dogs for a few months after our divorce, and then he put them in a shelter.
That is insane.
I said he should have just given the dogs to me because I
Yes.
love them. He says he didn't want to give them to me because he wanted me to suffer.
Yeah, there it is. You're just a fucking like. I just
that
I
that
don't understand how people
actually
can hate
that
someone so
for
much.
once
that
I
they-
don't feel bad about saying that sentence. I mean, fuck you. Like, these are fucking sentient beings. Like, you can't just decide to get them killed off because you want to make your ex suffer. You want to make your ex suffer, and so these dogs deserve to die. Oh, there was a fan. Okay, no. That is crazy. What a fucking piece of shit. Nah, this man deserves that. What the fuck? I'm so sad for her. But also, I don't know. I feel like some sort of like vengeance needs to happen. She needs to expose him or something. Go on social media and tell everybody, tell the class what he did. And so he's a piece of shit who never gets to find love, get remarried, and I hope he ends up fucking alone.
take it
bald,
out
and
on another living
childless.
being. You know what I mean? Whether it be kids,
Yes.
pets, anything like that. Like, why weaponize them in your fucking spat? Who cares? Like, I don't care if she fucking cheated on you with your best friend. Like,
Oh God,
don't
the dogs
don't
didn't do
that to the
anything.
dog. The dog's innocent.
Yeah, the dog didn't cheat
The
on
do-
you.
Yes. exactly,
the dog
they
didn't cheat,
have no
Broski.
choice in the matter.
No. And so you're just like, that dog's dead now. Gone. Like,
Yeah.
that's so sad.
He said he didn't want me to be happy. He knew how much I love those dogs, and to make my life miserable, he'd rather have his own dogs euthanized than for me to have them because he knew how much those dogs meant to me.
What a sick fucking piece of shit.
Psycho, bro.
He said that he didn't think Gracie would get euthanized, though. He had to see the post to believe it. I showed it all to him. He claims that he did not know that it was a kill shelter. He thought that she would have gotten adopted easily because she's sweet, but the thing is, she looks like a pit bull. I don't know her exact breed. The shelter he originally got her from labeled her as a hound mix, but she does look like a pit bull, so there are negative stereotypes around pit bulls. Plus, she was 6 years old, and dogs don't normally get adopted at an older age, so obviously
That's
this was going to
bullshit.
happen. I didn't
That's
worry too much about Shank
bullshit.
since he's a lab. I just truly hope he is in a good home. The whole thing is just so terrible. I keep having dreams about my dogs, and I miss them so much.
You really hit the nail on the head with the 7th level.
Yeah, it doesn't get
Yeah.
much lower than this
That
in
is-
my book. This is...
I mean, I said most of what I wanted to say during the whole thing, but yeah, it's just like, I don't understand like weaponizing living beings.
But
to
I'm not
hurt someone.
surprised either. I feel like, I mean, I'm not surprised. I feel like even like you said, even if she cheated on you with your best friend, the dog didn't cheat on you. The dog didn't do anything to you. The dog is innocent in this situation. So to kill them just to hurt her, no matter what she fucking did, is not okay. Like, to know that you're able to make innocent being pay and or slash getting them murdered to get back at your ex is disgusting. But it also, I feel like you hear stories like this when it comes to like usually it's because of like either cheating or abuse, like the guy is just an abusive piece of shit. But I remember this story here in Quebec when this woman cheated on her husband with her fitness instructor, stereotype. And the dude, instead of like divorcing, ended up stabbing his fucking children to death. Because he wanted her to suffer. Like, sir, those are your fucking kids. So like I don't understand what it is with some of these motherfuckers who think that making their ex suffer is more important than letting people and or animal lives, but to this day, this is probably one of the fucking worst story that we had here in Quebec. Like, and this asshole is in a mental health hospital because he had mental issues. No fucking shit, Sherlock. The motherfucker was also a surgeon. Like, he knew what he was doing. So it's not like he was slow or something. He just was a sick fuck. Some people just are disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Unbelievable.
Else, it's just, you are a sadistic fuck at that point. Like if I, God forbid, I ever went through a divorce, and we had to split up the cats, and I knew I was going to a position where the cats would be worse off. I would willingly give them up to, my ex, because it's like, I would rather them live a more happy life than to fuck someone else over. They're living beings with thoughts and feelings, and it's just like to treat them like property is just, it's so gross.
It is.
Yeah, and it's just like, all right, say you were a real piece of shit and you really wanted them to not be happy, at least out of like your own sense and own morals, like these are dogs you had before you got married,
Mhm.
at least make sure they're going to a home. Don't give them to a shelter. Find a friend that has the time. Find, personally, like, meet with people that want to adopt. Like, you fought for these dogs. You could take care of them until you find a rightful,
They're your
like a
responsibility.
suitable.
Yeah.
You can't just, it's not a chair
No.
you can donate. You know what I mean? This is a living, breathing animal. You know what I mean?
That costs money to fund, and a lot of these shelters don't have the funds to do so, which is, awful. And I'm anti-kill shelter either way, but
yeah,
I
think,
understand why they exist,
our
but
government
it
should
is
step
tragic.
in and support that. Support the shelters to keep the dogs alive until they find a
Shit,
healthy
am I
home. But
lost?
either way, you know what you're doing. like giving them up to a shelter. Like there's that possibility no matter what.
Yeah, and it's just negligence. Like,
Yeah.
you say you didn't know as a kill shelter, but like,
Do your research, you fucking
yeah,
idiot.
before you fucking drop off the dog, which obviously is a terrible, put some research into, what kind of shelter you're giving your dog up to. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just, yeah, I can't, it's been a long time since we've read a story where somebody is just feels so despicable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like truly, like almost hard. Like, what do we say? This guy is just,
Not enough
The
karma
devil.
could come to this person.
yeah,
Like I don't know. I just wish the worst for him, and without
Yes, I wish
getting
him
demonetized
the
for
worst
wishing
life and
Yeah,
the most
so
suffering.
much.
I mean, truly, we say in a video game,
And I mean
you
it.
know, yeah, and we mean it, but also, yeah, it gets the people get less bad.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can't imagine getting worse than that. So
Yeah, no, that is the worst. Everybody else is kind of easily dunkable.
thank God I already
So-
see already.
Yeah, thank God, cars. Oh, Chip, fuck, I got nobody.
There she is.
All right. Oh, big yawn. All right, this next one is coming from r/chew off my chest by do midscore bandicoot midscore 7512.
Wait, what is happening?
So it's the goats that are bringing all these garbage.
Yeah, it's the goats trying to kill us. This one is titled, "My mom apologized for quote unquote
Did we
choosing the wrong kid."
Choosing the wrong
fail?
kid?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting. Like in a divorce
Oh.
scenario? Is that what we're
I don't know.
Interesting.
That would be, I mean, either way, saying that it is also like, unless your, sibling did something heinous, saying that either way is terrible. Like
It's tough.
choosing your sibling and then being like, actually, they're a fucking idiot. I
wanna
shouldn't have
do this
chose
one by
them.
myself too.
You're a dick
That guy
both ways.
sucks. Yeah, maybe don't choose any kids.
Yeah. Maybe just accept both of them, or I don't know. I'm very curious to see where this heads.
Let's see. I'm 27. My younger brother was the golden child. No exaggeration. She paid his rent, covered his DUIs,
Oh,
and once even lied to the police for him.
What?
Now?
Actually, fuck the police.
Yeah, fuck the police.
Depends what he did.
Yeah, I mean, the DUIs are unacceptable, so I can only believe
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
he was a shithead. I, on the other hand, got straight A's, held down 2 jobs, and still got asked, why can't you be more like him?
Oh, sorry, I don't have DUS. My
Yeah.
bad.
My bad.
I was studying last night.
We haven't spoken in almost 3 years. The last time we did, she blamed me for, quote unquote, tearing the family apart after I refused to co-sign a loan for him.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Wow.
Like,
Okay,
huge
bitch.
ask.
Listen, I love my
Shit, are
brother.
you
I'm not
adopted?
signing
Like,
up,
what's the fucking problem?
$500,000 loan or whatever it happens to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably less in America. That's average.
500,000 seems like quite a bit.
Yeah, it's about average here.
Is it? Yeah.
Unfortunately.
He'd already ruined my credit once, and I was done.
Oh, yeah, then absolutely not.
Why even ask?
Yeah.
Last week, I got a voicemail. Her voice cracked the second she said my name. She said, I think I picked the wrong kid to believe in, and I'm so sorry.
Believe in?
Yeah. So,
You had 2 and you decide to only prioritize 1? What kind of mother are you, bitch? Like, what? Some people really aren't fit to be parents. Like, what do you mean you picked the wrong? You should have fucking believed in both, not just one. Like, it was. Huh? What is happening? What the fuck?
for 27 years, you didn't believe in me at all.
That's crazy.
Apparently, my brother scammed her out of the rest of her retirement money. Every single cent.
Oh,
And now her house is in foreclosure and he has disappeared.
oh man, the way I would be like, oh, so I should have signed that loan, eh? I ripped apart the family 3 years ago, eh?
Child.
Karma's a bitch.
Oh, it's
Child.
tough. It's tough. I should feel vindicated, but I don't. I feel like a child again. Like the one who just wanted their mom to say, I
I
see
love
you
you.
and you
Yeah.
matter. And it only happened after everything burned down. I don't know if I'll even call her back, but I have not stopped crying since.
I mean, I don't blame you if you don't call her back. I think
Yeah.
so her being like, I believed in the wrong like son or whatever she said, wrong kid.
It's
That's not the
crazy.
main issue. Like the issue is that you didn't believe in both of them equally. Like you only believed one son. So like, you saying I believed in the wrong one implies that you can only believe in one. You know what I mean? Like there can only be one that I support and believe in and respect.
In what world?
So, yeah, you're a shitty parent. This is
Yeah.
the the result of your shitty parenting. The 25 or so odd years that you lied for him, supported him no matter what, signed his lease. Like you made this shitty human being.
Anyway.
And this is your comeuppance.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just almost like, I really wish I had given him like some kind of consequences for all of his terrible actions.
Maybe I shouldn't have lied to the police that one time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just maybe I should have, instead of covering for his DUIs, really fucking nailed him for, endangering all those around him.
Yeah.
And then it's just all around. This guy got nothing but excuses growing up. And then not until you have no choice but to not trust the kid.
Yeah.
Are you finally like,
well,
ooh.
And it's so blatantly obvious that the mom is just calling because she needs money now and needs some support. It's like she hasn't actually learned. Well, I mean, she has learned something, but she's still trying to use you. Even if she has learned a lesson, it's like, nah, fix this yourself, and then come to me when you're in a stable place, and then you can apologize to me, and then we can start if you want to start a relationship foundation. You know what I mean? Like, other than that, it just seems like you're trying to use me now, like my sibling used you. So I don't know. I don't trust her.
Yeah, I saw one of the comments. Oh, the very top comment in our subreddit. Shout out to Squasha. They write, "This is so sad, but I wouldn't believe it. She was happy to allow OP's credit to be ruined once and is only upset because now she is the one financially impacted. I suspect a request for money would come if they replied. OOP should get some therapy because those are some big feelings to manage, but definitely don't respond."
Yeah. I'm actually shocked it didn't come with a Venmo request, that phone call.
Maybe they're in Canada and they
an e-transfer request. I don't know.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that it's so blatantly obvious that she's just, if this had happened to you, she wouldn't give a shit. You know what I mean? She would have defended your brother and you would have been left.
Would have been like, yeah, your brother has never done that.
Yeah. So fuck. Yeah, fuck her. Fuck your brother by the sense of it too. Like a real piece of shit.
Real piece of shit. All right. This next one is coming from r/relationship advice coming from Writing Giraffe.
You for fucking real. Why is this motherfucker not like,
all the
hello?
coming out.
Yeah.
It's titled, I, 37 female, gave my husband, 39 male, an ultimatum about his hobby. How do we move forward?
Oh, man. There's so many ways this could go because we've had both ways where it's just like, this hobby is super destructive to our relationship, or this hobby is harmless and I'm an asshole,
Yeah.
So I will hold judgment, but I'm hoping, I mean, either way, it's going to be one of them is shitty. So
yeah, one of them is shitty.
Go into it, Sean. Go into it.
I will say this. I did look up the live stream from last Wednesday to make sure I didn't use anybody's stories.
Hey.
I'm growing up. I'm growing up. I'm being responsible. But let's get into this one. Spouse and I have been married 15 years and we have 3 kids, all under 10. We've always been into fitness, but my husband is always looking for ways to do more. Last year, he trained for and completed his very first triathlon.
Nice.
We were all pretty proud of him and glad he had the experience, but the training really kind of sucked for us at home.
Yeah, it could take up a lot. Like, just time and stuff. I mean, just being what it is.
Yeah. He spent over 3 months working out nearly every day, and it was incredibly time consuming. He'd spend hours a day. For example, some days he'd work his job and then come home and do a 3-hour bike ride or a 3-hour run. There were many days where he flat out did not see our kids at all, and I really felt like a single mom.
Damn.
Yeah, that's shitty.
That's
About a
not
month
good.
after his triathlon, he started talking about how he wanted to do another one right away.
No.
I immediately asked him what his plans were for triathlons, and he said that he'd like to continue them continuously throughout the year. I told him that if that were the case, that I really didn't think I could do that, and that it might be best if we both part ways.
Oh, like divorce straight up.
Yeah,
Okay.
straight.
Is this the first time you brought this up?
Maybe.
If not,
It sounds like it.
okay. That's an issue.
A shocker to you.
Yeah.
maybe. He was incredibly upset and indignant.
Oh, I forgot.
Told me that I was unsupportive and I was trying to sabotage him.
Hmm.
He said it was unfair to make that demand, that if I was dating someone, I would never ask them to quit their hobby. And he's right. I wouldn't. But I would still absolutely peace out because their hobby is incompatible with the life that I am looking for. I didn't really feel like I was making a demand. I was just stating a fact that it was really hard to support the family alone while he trained, and that I couldn't see myself doing it forever if he wanted to become a triathlete. Even though it was unsupportive on paper, I feel like the most supportive thing I could do in this situation is to step away and let him do what he wants and chase his dreams. He eventually
Damn.
agreed to drop the triathlons because we are, quote unquote, the most important thing to him. But it's been months and he still finds ways to make snide comments about it, or will bring it up out of the blue if we argue. I can't tell if he's just being resentful
Girl,
or if he's trying to get me to feel bad and change
He's
my mind
both.
about it.
both.
At any rate, I still feel the same way, and there's no chance I'm going to change my mind. How do we move forward from this? And there are comments if you want to read them before or after.
There's so much in this. Like, I truly believe everyone should have their, like, in a partnership, you should still have your own hobbies
Yes.
and your own time to yourself. That being said, hours a day, every single day, you're not seeing your kids. Like, he's talking about her not being supportive. He's not being supportive as a partner, which I think is where
Yeah.
it should start. That should be the tier 1. Tier 2 is like hobbies and alone time, being yourself, like individuals, and you know what I mean? Like family first, and then the rest of the stuff. Like, you decided to have those kids as well.
Yeah.
You're also responsible. You can't just neglect them. So he is shitty on those parts, and I think he should have probably realized that he's being an asshole by himself, whether or not she brought it up. Like, he should be like, "Oh, I didn't see my kids the last 2 days." You know?
Yeah, that sure seems bad that he's like, man, that couldn't have been a better experience for everyone. I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah. So and then I don't know. I get to do it once and be like, I did it. And if you want to do ones later on, like scale back training to be like maintain like fitness kind of thing. You know what I mean? I've
Babe-
never done
oh,
a marathon.
hi,
I've
Ben.
never
I'm
done
sorry.
anything like a crazy distance. You know what I
Dante
mean? But
probably is one
I
of my
imagine there's a
favorite,
point where
yes.
you can just maintain and still be able to do them. You're not going for PRs or anything like your personal
Yeah.
best or whatever. But
I haven't used this
you can still compete and still do it and still be a healthy hobby where maybe you train 1 hour a day. You get an hour to bike or whatever, and you can still go to the pool, swim for an hour, and then come back and be a parent and a partner, and support your partner who probably
Ooh.
also wants a hobby to do something by
Yeah.
herself and probably hasn't had the time in the last 3 or whatever months it was. So
Yeah.
super unfair to her, and you need to not be so passive about it now that she's asked you to stop doing that.
If they're the most important things in your life, it
Prove
sure
it.
seems like like what you're saying. It's just like, if that is the most important thing in your life, then that, takes priority.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you
Yeah.
can't go days without seeing your kids
No,
or your hobby.
yeah,
It doesn't matter what your hobby is. You know what I mean? What if my hobby was, I want to play fucking video games? Then,
Right?
you'd say the same shit. You'd be like, no, dude, maybe you're trying to become a competitive gamer and you did a competition and that was awesome. We're proud of you. But like, no,
Yeah.
man, you can't do that.
Exactly.
So there are some important
I don't
comments
care
that
about
Riding Giraffe
pirate.
included as well. So this one comes from the OP, who writes, I understand that I probably handled it badly. I don't feel like he's wrong to be upset at all. It was hard to discuss with him how hard it was to deal with the training while it was happening, because it's hard to express it without coming off as raining on his parade, you know? I think he definitely saw and recognized that we were struggling, but didn't want to slow down because that would jeopardize his progress or his ability to finish the event, if that makes sense.
No, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
If he
I saw that y'all are all in a terrible mood, but I cannot wait to do it
can't
again.
stop now. Yeah. So
I want to do this nonstop.
yeah, this brings me back to where it's like, yeah, like the husband should have agency over, you know, his actions and realize that his hobby is harming your family.
Yeah.
That being said, you should feel comfortable bringing that up, and that's a red
I
flag
don't
that
even know
you
which
don't
one
feel
to- oh my
comfortable
God, I
just
haven't
being like,
Used
hey,
that thing in a while.
your hobby is actually affecting us, and like we should have a conversation about that. So
Yeah. I
definitely,
wonder if OP was just trying to be like, all right, I'll rough it out this once.
and
But
not,
even
yeah, I still think you should feel comfortable enough to express
Be
that
like,
with
hey,
your partner.
after this one, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do this again. Yeah.
This is really tough. I want you to finish. I do, but maybe see your kids.
Yeah, can you maybe scale back trading a little bit?
Yeah. She continues. When he told me it was his plan to make this permanent, it just felt like my opportunity to tell him that I
Permanent?
couldn't keep going with it. That we were all proud and all, but I couldn't be a part of it. And we're usually not all or nothing. And he's done plenty of events like half marathons in the past without issue. I don't know what it was, but when he was talking about doing triathlons full time, it was like a splash of cold water. And my immediate knee jerk, fully honest reaction was,
No.
I just can't keep doing this.
No, I mean that's.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
yeah. Again, there's probably a better way to bring that up at some point along the lines.
Yeah. It's tough to go
I
straight
have
to
a sniper weapon.
divorce.
Huh?
Yeah, it could have been just been like, hey,
fuck?
I cannot do this if you go like it's gonna be. It's been super tough on the family
Oh.
the first time you went through this. I can't
Oh.
do that again. Like I need you to realize that you need to
Wait.
support me more. Something along those lines would have been a little less harsh, but at the same time it works, so I can't
Shotgun, a sniper.
fault you for what worked, I guess. You guys,
Yeah.
I would recommend that couples therapy for sure.
Yep.
Maybe that could be your new hobby together.
Yeah. Somebody else wrote, this brings up a good point though. Why does his training have to be right after work? Why can't he do it after the kids go to bed?
Or before work, like wake up early.
Or before work?
You make
yeah.
the sacrifice, not everyone else.
To which OP says he could. I think he just wanted to be out while it's still light outside because it's safer. You know, drivers can see you. To which somebody else wrote, he can ride in the morning indoors on a cycling trainer,
Mhm.
and most pools have early morning hours. That easily takes care of safety for two sports. As for running, he can use a headlamp and an LED vest for AM runs.
Or a treadmill.
I did triathlons for years as a single woman, and I could train whenever I wanted, but all of my married male friends almost exclusively train in early hours of the morning and on their lunch breaks so that they could be with their families after work. And these were men training for Ironman triathlons, so they were doing 15 to 20 hours of training per week.
Mhm.
Ciao.
Yeah, no, like I said, there's ways to do it without hindering everyone else. Like Sienna trains all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because she's doing a marathon this year, so it's just like, yeah, there's. I mean, we don't have kids, obviously, so it's quite different. Where it's just like, I can, be by myself for a few hours. It's fine. And so it does take up a lot of time, but she prioritizes other things over it and just works around that schedule where she has
Okay.
to, either get up early or run later, whatever it happens to be.
All right. Moving on to our next story. This one is coming from r/relationship ground score advice, cross posted by Blasphemina.
Oh,
New for me,
sorry, you don't get the go
Blasphemina.
button.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
You're breaking the streak here,
Yeah.
Blasphemina, but that's okay. It's titled, I, 31 male, looked into my girlfriend's 25 female bag and feel weirded out by what I saw. How do I approach her about this?
Why would you
Illegal,
look?
first of all.
Why were you
First,
there?
I mean, unless y'all started dating last week.
Wait, how old is she? Sorry.
She's 25.
Oh, okay. I understand.
which
Sorry.
I guess is the, you're good.
I thought you said 24. And I was
Oh, no,
I
yeah,
was like
24 is illegal.
but no, you're fine. You're fine. Found something in her bag.
Mhm.
Is this gonna be some stupid like I don't know, a tampon or something like that? I'm just thinking of the dumbest thing they could be.
We will see.
Okay.
So my girlfriend has this huge bag she carries around everywhere and says that her whole life is in it. She was doing a clean out of receipts and trash and shit and showed me some of the stuff she has in there, and I'm weirded out by some of it, but she doesn't get why. She has emergency contraceptives and Narcan on her at all times, even though none of us do drugs and we always use condoms. She has an EpiPen, even though she's not allergic to anything. And she also has tarot cards on her at all times. And the weirdest thing is that she has this calico critter she dressed up to look like me. And she said she gives it a kiss and tells it affirmations and imagines me receiving them during the day. I am not joking.
Okay, so this is all fairly wholesome.
Kinda,
in my
yeah.
opinion. Like, I mean, you could be a little weirdo, but
It's a bit weird, but
doll, I guess,
it's
but
not bad.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's cute.
I don't think it's that
I think
bad.
it's cute.
It seems like she's doing a cute thing. It's
Yeah.
not like she's fucking punching it.
She's like pins and needles on it or something like that. No, and then the other things is like, I have friends who are like, in emergency services that
Mhm.
carry stuff like that around because they are like, you never know, like when something could happen.
Honestly, I should carry EpiPens just given my overall.
I should because I have a allergy
I think it's
to
really nice to
fucking
do
wasps and
that.
bees and shit. I
You
just
should have an
I don't. I'm like, yeah, whatever happens, happens. So your girlfriend is just like a well prepared person for anyone, and that's like,
Yeah.
that's a super cool thing I want her around when I'm going out.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, I found out my girlfriend is super compassionate and cares for
Yeah.
others in her life.
And me.
What do I do going forward? I don't know, bitch. Be happy.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Be
about?
normal. I don't know.
I mean, truly, what is the problem with any of this stuff? Again, I think the only thing could be like, oh, I'm a little creeped out by the kind of voodoo doll thing. I don't know what a calico critter is. Is that just like a
I don't know.
doll?
I thought it was gonna be a cat.
It sounds like a cat.
I don't
No,
know
it's
what
just
the
a
fuck
little-
that thing
Oh,
is.
what the fuck?
Animal.
This is cute as shit.
Yeah. I think I see these on TikTok. They're doing like skits.
What the fuck?
Okay.
You're mad about this?
They're cute. They're just
Holy
little like
shit.
they're like little I don't
Little
even know what
cat
they're
dolls.
made of, but they're like
I
little
can't tell if
animals.
they're plushy
Yeah.
or if they're like the vinyl toys.
Yeah, it is hard to tell what they are made of, but they're adorable.
If Nancy popped out one of these and it was dressed like me, I'd be like, holy shit.
Had a little
I need to
beanie
get
and
one
a
of
hoodie
you.
on.
This is sick. This is so cool. Yeah, what the fuck?
Crazy.
An update, he deleted his post. So I can only assume he got fucking
Yeah.
torn to shreds.
That's just insane. I mean, I think she deserves better.
Damn.
The tarot cards is funny too. She's like, I'm
I
always
wish I
ready
could see the
to,
comments.
to perform a tarot reading as well. She's prepared for literally everything.
Quite literally
Literally.
everything. All right. It wouldn't be a Monday episode without a segment from the amazing Underbaki. So Alex is asking the age-old question, is this poster okay?
Damn.
So post one, coming from r/unpopular opinion, toilet paper being the norm is one of the most outdated things about modern society.
I'm with you,
My-
brother.
My God, where do I begin? There are so many factors. Imagine you get some dog shit on your hand while out. Are you going to just wipe it with some tissue?
I
and
know.
crack on?
Nope.
I've
No.
heard that one before.
You're going to need to wash it. The fact that we in the West use it as the absolute default is so silly. You can wipe and wipe and wipe forever, gaining no results. Your ass is now sore and hurt. You put your hand unnecessarily in the vicinity. For what? Using water? I quick spray. Gone. No pain, no fuss, no mess. Exceptionally clean too. What the hell is going on? I'm writing this from the work bathroom as we speak.
This poster is not only okay,
Quite okay.
but they are the most mentally sound person I've heard in the last hour.
I mean, yeah, this is a tough episode, guys. But yeah, I feel like we have like at work, they ask a question like, like funny icebreakers for new employees.
Yep.
They're like, which way does the toilet paper go?
Wait, what?
Over or under?
Like, who gives
Type
a
shit.
fuck?
Yeah.
Where's the bidet
And then-
go?
And then somebody was like, oh, I mean, I don't really care, but I say bidet.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, whoa, bidet. Whoa. And I'm like, oh, y'all are dirty motherfuckers. Y'all have no
I'm not
idea.
shaking your fucking hands.
All of y'all have no idea how good a bidet is.
Yeah.
Like when we got it in our house, some people who didn't know about bidets are like, oh, that's weird. Like, you're just going to shoot it in your butt? I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't go in my hole. Is that what you're asking? It's just washing the poop off my ass.
Yeah. And then I use a little bit of toilet paper.
And then I
after.
use some toilet paper to dry it up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
As a hairy individual, I am definitely on OP's side where bidets should be more commonplace. It's just
Yikes.
so
Yikes.
much easier.
I mean, if everywhere was like Japan and just had the nice heats your seat, plays you a
Ooh.
nice song,
Yeah.
little jingle when it's done.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're living in the olden
the
times
Stone
over here in the
Ages.
West.
It's crazy. It's been so long. And plus, it saves on like trees and shit.
Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
agree.
You use maybe 1 or 2 squares with a bidet, you're probably fine. You're
Yeah.
just really drying down there.
Yep.
All right. Unpopular opinion number 2. Fans who call bands/artists posers or sellouts for signing to a major label are missing the bigger picture. I've seen a lot of people call out bands and artists sellouts and posers for signing with major labels. And it's always the same shtick of, too bad they sold out. I used to like them. They used to be so real. When a majority of these people are still sticking to their personal values, the only difference is now they have a budget. I'm sorry, but being a small indie band/artist is hard fucking work. If they came up playing to crowds of 10 in church basements and garaged at high school parties, they aren't suddenly changed at the prospect of actually making money off of their work. It's about what this person does after signing that should be judged, not solely off the fact that they signed.
Agreed.
Now, if they are just exclusively playing songs written entirely by other people when they got their start playing only stuff they wrote, then sure. Or if they pretend that nothing they did before matters and forget the people who helped them get their start, also sure. But if they are still putting in work and consistently making their own shit the way that they want to, maybe a feature or some collaborations, that's not being a sellout or poser. That is living your dream. Green Day,
Mhm.
for example, constantly get called sellouts and posers when for the most part, they're very similar to how they were before.
Mm-hmm.
They just got a budget and a bigger stage. They always talk about where they came from, who helped them along the way, and don't act like they made it solely off the backs of their own work. They've made good music and bad music, but have always tried to stay true to themselves. They have
Yeah.
been and always will be punk at heart. The only thing that's changed is the flavor and the stage.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that. I think there are people like bands and artists who do quote unquote sell out and like just neglect. Like if an artist sells a tour, so it's like a smaller venue or something like that. They sell a tour for 1,000 tickets or something like at a venue, and then they blow up after they've already sold the tickets, and then like want to upgrade venues and then just cancel the smaller venues. Like that's shitty. That is
Yeah.
selling out. That is being a dick to your fans who have supported you from day one. But I think for the most part, you should wish that your artist or band takes off, because then more people get to experience the music that you enjoy and the music that you like. And that should be a good thing, I think. I
Yeah.
think it's weird that people like to gatekeep like songs and music, like artists and stuff like that.
When the artist is probably begging to be like, please
share
I
with
would
me.
love more fans of my
Yeah,
music.
as creators, it's like it's hard to be like, I want people to share us with friends and family that they think
Yeah.
would enjoy us and grow the audience, because then it is selfish in a way, because it's like, yeah, I want to make a living off this and I want Sean to eventually make a living off this, and it's just like I would want that for any artist or band that I enjoy. So yeah, I think this poster's absolutely okay.
Yeah. Alex, I think you picked 2 good posters this time.
Yeah. Good
Nice
job.
work. All right. That's this episode. Or that's it for this episode.
That's this.
I mean, that was short as fuck.
What's up, Wikimaniacs?
I kind of want to go to bed, but at the same time, I kind of have shit to do. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Title is Am I the Asshole for Taking Unnecessary Money Out of My Daughter's Pocket?
Were you doing laundry or were you stealing money from your daughter?
There seems like steal.
I'm going to go with stealing too. I'm with Sean on this one.
Yeah, I'll go asshole.
Same.
Absolutely.
So, I have a daughter, Emily, 16 female from a previous marriage. My wife, Sasha, has a son the same age, Mark, 16 male. Mark doesn't stay with us that often. He prefers to stay with his bio dad. That being said, when he is here, I find Mark to be a pretty good kid, polite and respectful. His dad decided to take a trip for work in the last few weeks of school, so Mark's been here for a bit. He's out of the house most of the time and doesn't take up too much space. He does kind of get grumpy when there's too much going on around him, especially noise. But for that, his favorite things are these expensive noise-canceling headphones, which he almost always has with him, which were a present from his dad. Emily's school has already finished, so she's home. The problem is that the room Mark is in sometimes has miscellaneous items put in it when he's not there, like a spare room. So it's like storage / spare room. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And therefore, Emily seems to think it's fair game to go through his stuff. I've told her to stop, but Sasha hasn't been taking it seriously, saying that most of Mark's stuff is easy to replace.
Huh?
Crazy to say about your own child.
Okay.
Wait, but that's the
Wait, what?
that's his daughter going. Who's Sasha? Daughter?
Sasha's the daughter.
No. Emily's the
Oh, wait.
daughter.
Oh,
Sasha is
okay.
the like OP's wife,
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
mother to Mark.
I can see why he prefers to stay with his bio dad.
Yeah, so do I. So the big problem happened when Mark accidentally left his headphones in his room and Emily accidentally snapped them. And Mark found out when he came home from school and flipped. He shouted at her saying she was spoiled, loud enough that my wife and I heard him from the other room. Sasha wanted me to calm things down, which I did, but I also told Emily she's replacing them. Thing is, Mark's dad offered to have someone get him a new pair immediately and that it wasn't a problem. I said Emily would be paying him back, and I'm sticking with that. Emily and Sasha think it's unfair since Mark's dad can afford to buy 10 more.
Hell
But
no. It's
That's
the
not how this
principle of you
works,
going
bitch.
through people's shit and breaking their stuff. Are you kidding
Exactly.
me?
That's
I can
crazy.
see where Mark's dad left Sasha as well.
Yeah.
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 But I don't think you get to break someone's stuff and not pay for it. Those aren't the values that I was raised with or what I want for my daughter. That being said, I do realize in this case it's kind of unnecessary and there may be a better way for her to make it up to him.
How?
So am I the asshole?
No.
Hell no.
I think that's the best way to make it up.
I think so
And
too.
even then, it's not even, I mean, even when you replace something, especially something that's sentimental, it's not like it's even really made up. But I mean, at least you're trying.
It should come with that and a sincere apology
Yeah.
and a plan to make
Yeah.
like her promise I'm never going to go in there, or like some sort of barrier that she can't just enter his room all the time whenever she wants.
I just wonder how you accidentally snap it.
Snap it.
Yeah, I think it was an accident. Like she's 16. You know what you're
She
doing.
knows what the hell she's doing. It's not only that. Not only is this like the item itself, or just them going into the room and just not respecting the kids' boundaries. I hear like I'm someone who is always on a noise canceling. I hate noises outside.
Same.
Like every time I hear too much noises, I get way too overstimulated. So chances are probably I'm not diagnosing this person. Some probably sound like he has some like auditory like, issues that he doesn't like outside. And sometimes I find a lot of comfort in just having my own headphones, not hearing anything else outside. So for them to snap that, it's also taking away his comfort level
Yeah.
too, So that makes them doubly an asshole in my opinion.
Yeah, and I'm the same with the headphones, John. Like it's distracting to me when I'm like listening to a podcast or like an audiobook and there's like I can hear other things outside of it. I'm like instantly distracted.
I literally
So-
have 3 like lined up charged just in case because I do not like noises
Yeah.
out loud like that.
Just throw them in and I can only
Yep.
hear that.
I guess
Mhm.
this is a point against the diagnosis. I don't have that issue.
Whoa.
I mean, it's different for everybody.
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah.
Like, it's not
Oh,
a
okay,
one
I'm
size
still got
fits all
it.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So so I understand where Mark is coming from, where that would be annoying to me if I didn't have that as well. I'd be pissed. So
Also, pocket watching other people's stuff is
Yeah.
crazy work.
oh, your dad can afford it. It's like
And who
so?
fucking so like you need to learn and you need to have understanding there's repercussions to the actions that you do. So,
Absolutely.
That's why she thinks everything's easily replaceable, is because the bio dad is, I guess, has the money to pay for it, but that doesn't, just because it's replaced, I mean, it's not your stuff. to
Yeah.
touch.
Yep. At the end of the
Pretty
day,
much.
it's not their stuff. Exactly.
So Reddit deemed not the asshole, and Sassy Pants 2306 said, "I'm sorry, but there's no way a 16-year-old snapped headphones accidentally, especially good quality noise canceling ones. I think your
Mhm.
daughter knew exactly what she was doing. She probably knew the importance of them too. She should pay him back regardless. She should also apologize sincerely, and then all of you need to clean out his room, and while he's not present, it is locked. He gets the key, not the asshole."
16 ain't that old enough to work too? I'll be fucking putting some applications on that damn dog. Like, you better work, bitch.
Yeah,
How old is he again?
they're both 16.
Oh, they're both 16.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think it's like, yeah, you should probably clean out the room
Mhm.
and then put a lock on the door just for that extra sense of security for him.
Poor
I feel like
kid.
if I was him I would just tell the bio dad, like, I'm not going back. Like, I could stay at the house by myself. I'm not like a
Yeah.
child. Like,
Mm.
I'm cool to stay home and watch the house while you're gone.
And
Yep.
I
I
wouldn't
don't know
blame
why I
him
need to
'cause
go over there.
it seems like OP is the only one that gives a shit. Like,
Right.
his mom's
The
like,
bio
whatever.
mom not caring is crazy.
Yeah,
work, too.
he's
Yep.
getting the Cinderella. He's getting the stepchild's treatment from his bio
Oh,
mom, which is
yeah.
crazy. The stepdad is the one being like, "Whoa, chill."
yeah, we should treat our kids even fairly. You know what I mean? And yeah, to not want to do that is crazy. All right, that one here posted by Lazy Mathematician 823.
Hmm?
Title is, "Am I the asshole for adopting a dog after I thought my boyfriend broke up with me?"
Wait,
Huh?
y'all
Oh,
didn't
I
have
saw this title. I was hoping you'd read it.
Wait, hold on. Y'all didn't finalize if you guys were broken up or not. What's going on here? But also, it's good that you saved the dog, though. Congrats on you.
We have some stories that are like, we did talk for 6 months, and then he texted me and said, "Are you ready to get off the break?" What? We had zero contact for 6 months. You expecting me to just be chilling, waiting for you?
I didn't want a dog. Cool. I haven't talked to you. All right. So my boyfriend was going through a tough time and said he needed a break.
One of
He
those.
said he was going to press pause on our relationship and go visit his family in Washington. I asked how you press pause on a relationship because I don't understand how that works. He said he needs some time to work on himself and asked me to respect that. After he left, I reached out to him a few times via text, asking him to let me know if he arrived safe and to say hi to his mom for me. I received no response. I tried to call and left a message asking if he had broken up with me. I came to the conclusion that he'd ghosted me, and my friends agreed. I was bummed, and my best friend recommended I find something like a new hobby or a new show to watch that wouldn't make me think of my boyfriend. I decided to get a dog. My boyfriend is horribly allergic to pet dander, so I never even considered getting a pet.
Die,
However,
I guess.
Since he broke up with me, I decided to get one.
Is pet dander your peanut allergy?
Like, yeah, I think die, I guess.
He's a senior dog from the shelter that needed rescuing. He's low energy and likes to lay his head on my lap while I read, work, or
Aw.
watch TV. After 6 weeks away, my boyfriend texted me that he was coming back he was back and coming over tomorrow, which was yesterday, so that we could talk. You fucking nailed the scenario, Sean.
6 months, yeah. I mean, just because we've had a similar, I feel like we've read one or two stories that are like almost this exact thing.
Yeah.
Not with a pet, but just been like, I moved on completely with my life. What do you mean?
I was shocked and texted him back asking what he was talking about. He said he was back and ready to unpause our relationship.
Yeah, bye.
Wow.
Yeah, hell no.
He said he would talk to me about everything the next day, and I texted back asking what relationship, and he didn't answer. Yesterday, he showed up and told me he had done a lot of self-examination and was ready to move forward on his life path. He even wanted to talk about moving in together. And then he saw my dog and started freaking out. He asked me how I could get a dog when I knew how sick he gets. I told him that since he broke up with me, I didn't think it mattered. He said he didn't break up with me.
Sir,
We're on a break.
I said he ghosted me. He said he communicated with me, telling me he was pressing pause and visiting family. I said not answering texts is ghosting. We argued in circles, and then he said he had to leave because he was getting an allergic reaction, even though he was standing in the doorway, not inside.
Sucks to suck.
I feel like he broke up with me and it was okay that I got a dog. He says that he never did, and therefore it's a horrible act of disregard to have gotten a dog. Which of us is right? My best friend said I should break up with him because he's a jerk. I don't think I should have to break up with someone that I already broke up with. If I break up with him now, I'm basically agreeing to him that he didn't break up with me, and therefore I was an asshole for getting the dog, right? So am I the asshole?
No.
Man, I'm with OP here 100%. I
Yeah.
feel like, first of all, good on the boyfriend for saying that, hey, I want to take a break. I want to better myself. Cool. That's your prerogative to do that. Good on you for recognizing that you need to better yourself.
I don't think that was what he wanted to do. I think he
I
wanted
know.
to
I
go
think he
fuck
probably
someone
fucked
else.
around in Washington, right?
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to breaks like this, there has to be some sort of a better communication saying like, hey, these are the standards, or these are like the rules of our, like, you know, kind of break right now. Here's like the boundaries that we shouldn't be crossing,
Mhm.
yada, yada. It has to be more specification, right? But homegirl got ghosted. She was asking and saying like, hey, what's the situation like? Are you okay? I'm even wishing you like, you know, best of luck at your journey, and please say hi to your mom for me. And don't hear anything from this fool for like, what is that, 6 months, 6 weeks? I don't remember what the deal was, but you know, I would think that I got ghosted too. So, and she went on and like trying to get over the breakup. She ended up saving a life on a shelter. Shout out to people who can get senior dogs, because my goodness, I can't do it. If I know look, I have a almost 13-year-old dog with Chloe, right? And we have a running joke around the house saying like when she's like deep asleep, we go like, Chloe, are you still alive? Like that type of morbid jokes that we have with each other. But like senior dogs, they deserve the love. They deserve to, knock on wood, go out peacefully, you know, like, and shout out to OP for doing that. It takes a great person, in my opinion, to be able to handle all those emotions. But yeah, dude, like from hearing this shit, you guys were broken up because he hasn't said shit at all. So I'm with OP 100% here.
Yeah, I mean, you ghosted. There is
Yes.
there's no, and even like if your plan was to like block the number, so you could be like, all right, the break is happening. At
Oh,
least
look at it,
before
this
you
time
like
there was
send the
something here.
block, be like, hey,
Nope.
you know, can't wait for this to end and we could, you know, resume our shit. I'm gonna block your shit. And at least let them know, like, okay, he has attention. I'm gonna break up with him. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just go zero contact and just be like, all right, I'm gonna leave, and then not. I think it's crazy breaks in general in a relationship.
I was just about to go on.
I
that,
can't
I
do
yeah.
think
it.
they're so dumb, and it's just like, all right, if you want to break, then break up. I
Yeah.
don't know how else to. If you know, if for some reason you can't handle the relationship, then it's done. Because obviously, I'm not gonna fucking wait for your ass to be like, now it's convenient to be with you.
Right.
Mhm.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, life's not a fucking
You're
video
either with
game.
me or you're not.
You
There's
can't-
breaks don't exist.
Yeah. It's like when your mom tells you to pause an online video game. It's like, I can't do that. It's like,
I'm gonna get killed, mom.
If I skip the cutscene, I'll never see it, mom.
but yeah, it's
I
just
don't
like,
skip
I don't know. Because if
cutscenes.
it's like, I need to work on myself, it's like, well, why can't you do that in the relationship? If that's truly what you want to do, like a support of a partner, or if you truly do need to like be alone and work on yourself, then break up. Because it's not like a partner is not just someone you can just
Pause and unpause.
put on the
That's
shelf
not-
and
yeah.
then like come back a week later and it's still there. You know what I mean? Like they're living human beings with thoughts and feelings as well. You can't just be like, no, you wait and you put your life on pause for me. That's not how it fucking works.
Like, how self-centered and like full of yourself
That's what it
to
is.
just think that, you know, yeah, this person will wait for me when I haven't, like, not a word.
Yeah.
You know what's
You know what I
what's the craziest shit about that too? Him like being gone that long, all of a sudden when he comes back, I'm ready to take this to the next level. I'm fucking, you know, I want to go move in with you type of shit. This motherfucker cheated. He
Oh,
dipped his
yeah.
stick elsewhere and be like, you know what? I got that out of my system. I'm
Yeah.
ready to fucking move on with you type shit, bro.
He definitely went home to bang some hometown
Oh,
people
absolutely.
and then come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind that's exactly what he did, and he didn't want to work on himself, quote unquote. So
Mm.
yeah,
He was
fuck
working
him,
something.
and enjoy your new dog because he sounds like a sweetie.
Yeah, pet
Yeah.
them for us, please. Thank you.
All right. This one is posted by Mountain.824. Title is Am I the Asshole for Enforcing Basic Boundaries on My Daughter's Sleepover?
No.
No. Why would it?
Honestly, sometimes I don't know if I even want to have, like, if I have kids, I don't know if I want to host a sleepover or have my kids at sleepover.
That's fair.
I mean, I loved a sleepover as a kid.
Same.
Me too, because a lot of my other friends had more shit than I ever did.
I'm the same way, John. My buddy had like Nintendo 64, which we didn't have. That shit was the best.
Also, I slept on the floor growing
Woo!
up. So I
Nintendo
don't,
64. I feel fucking old.
like, what, are you going to sleep on the floor with me, buddy? Or what? I didn't even have a bed till I was 21.
I'm gonna be honest. We slept on the floor in a couple sleepovers.
Sleepovers for sure.
If that was to me, I'm like, you ain't eating my fucking food. You know how expensive groceries are right now?
All right. So I, 42 male, have 2 kids living with me. My daughter, Anya, 17 female, and my son, Noah, 14 male. Noah's mom passed away a few years ago, and I've had full custody since. He's had a rough go of it, but he's a good kid with his quirks. He's not antisocial or shy, but he does not appreciate having his space invaded, and when he's very upset, he can kind of shut down. Anya is much more outgoing and has a lot of friends. She asked to have a sleepover this weekend with 4 of them, and I said yes, of course, but given that friends who come over were pretty loud and have a tendency to crowd Noah, I told her to make sure they don't go into her brother's room, and also to keep things down after 11 so that the house can sleep. In my opinion, these are not strict rules. I think that's pretty basic.
That's super basic and loose ass rules.
Yeah. To my surprise, I came upstairs to check on them at about 10. They are 17. I didn't think I needed to check on them every hour or something. And they were in Noah's room. And they looked like they'd been there a while. 2 of them were literally sitting on his bed with him there. And one was flipping through his sketchbook while another was messing with his other stuff. And they were all just kind of giggling in this weird way.
Hell nah.
Noah was clearly upset. He didn't say anything or move, but there were tears in his eyes, and he didn't respond when I tried to talk to him. I told the girls to get out of there right then, and that I was calling every single one of their parents. Anya was pretty upset with me, but I told her that I gave them 2 rules, and they failed
Literally.
spectacularly.
Literally.
I did actually call all their parents and sent them home as soon as possible. Anya blew up, saying I embarrassed her.
Well, you
Told her
should've
to go
fucking
to her
listened
room
the
and that
rule.
we would speak in this in the morning. And I spent about 20 minutes with Noah before he decided he wanted to cool down on his own. And I went back to my daughter, who chose not to speak to me. It's late. Both my kids are hopefully asleep. And I'm left not knowing if I handled things right. So am I the asshole?
No.
Hell
You
no.
had
don't
2
know.
rules.
Maybe the best
You're
parent
being-
we've talked about.
Yeah,
I mean,
honestly.
You're being so reasonable. Those 2 rules are not very hard to, follow. Be quiet around 11 p.m. so the house can sleep, and don't go on other people's rooms, because that's invading their privacy and invading the boundary that they had. And as a sister, you should know that your brother is kind of like this,
Not
doesn't
about that
like
vibe.
being crowded. And you still let your friends go through peruse with his stuff and just breaking his you broke his trust.
Yeah.
And now they're making fun of him. Now they can probably weaponize that at that school, fuck up his social setting or social status there. So yeah, you were being a shitty sister, being a shitty daughter. Your parent had the easiest rules, and all you have to do is follow. Your friends got what they deserve, and those are the consequences of your actions, kid. You're gonna have to learn how to deal with those growing up. And you're 17. What the fuck?
Mhm.
One more year till you're an adult. You should learn to respect people's personal space.
For real.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Much more could be said. I mean, it's truly, I don't get it. Why would you? I mean, I feel like with my sisters, and I figure a lot of people are like this with their siblings, like, oh yeah, we can get into fights and we could do this or say this about each other. If my friend says something about my sister, I'm fucking him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's simple as that. So I just don't, I could never understand where, you willingly let people, even if they're your closest friends.
Am I
like,
alone?
I don't know. I don't play
Ooh.
around with that kind of stuff. So that would just enrage me. So I truly can't understand. Like, yeah, let's all bully my brother together and all laugh in his face and fuck up his shit together.
It's like, don't you have better things to do at a sleepover?
For real.
Also, you broke your mom's trust. I mean, you're about to be 18, so I guess maybe you're gonna
Yeah,
leave
she's about
anyways,
to be
but,
18.
like,
That's concerning.
that's the last slumber party you'll ever get.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know why you'd go out of your way to be a dick to your sibling. Well, I mean, I understand being a dick to your sibling, but to invite your friends to be dicks to your siblings is
there's a difference between like bothering your siblings and then like tormenting them.
Yeah,
there's that fine line that you have to ride, and I think
what's that like?
Yeah, John,
you got a brotherhood. It's just imagine it's one of those guys.
Oh, that's true. I was the asshole of the group. I was the instigator.
I was gonna say John might torment those guys.
Yeah.
But if somebody else tried to torment them,
we'll fight.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Exactly
okay,
right.
you understand.
Yeah.
Reddit deemed not the asshole, and Skee Ball Knight said, "Not the asshole. This is some of the best parenting I've seen in a long time, and I do this sort of thing for a living. You handled this perfectly, and your daughter needs to reflect on what you did to him in a safe space. If she can't understand, then let her know for the next week. Her room is open to the public for you guys to flip through her personal things with her friends.
Period.
She's far too old to lack empathy, so don't let up or give in to her at all."
Man, that would be crazy if you invited 3 of your friends over and y'all just be like, "Hey, sit in the corner. You can't move." And then just fucking roast her journal and shit. That's adults roasting her too. That's crazy.
Oh,
That would be bullying, but I get it.
Joining in, it's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. The parent and then her 3 friends.
yeah.
Are there 3 friends? I forget if this is a mom or dad.
Dad.
It was that.
Okay, yeah. Him and 3 adult men just ripping her to shreds.
That's not good.
Welcome to your
Taking
roast.
Tommy to prom, you fucking dumb.
Tommy sucks.
This is your man.
Tommy's kind of sus, bro.
All right, moving on to the next one here. This one is posted on our subreddit by a listener, I assume. Probably. I hope so. By Impossible, _ Gene, _ 3022. Title for this one is, "Am I the asshole for backing out of my friend's wedding after she asked me to do bridesmaid type tasks without actually being a bridesmaid?"
Didn't we do
we've had a
kind of
similar
something
one.
similar to this?
So I'll say not the asshole.
I feel this happens
Did
a lot.
you say it was a listener? Like
Yeah.
It's a personal story?
Well, sorry. I guess I don't know if they're a listener, but it is a personal story on our subreddit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the stats say not the asshole.
What is Ally saying here?
And I want
to
that
argue the
title,
numbers.
damn it. Give me that goddamn title.
And I will say, you can tell it's wedding season because "Am I the asshole?" Like they're all covered in wedding theme stories.
Mm.
I'm like, we can do a couple of these. We can't do them all every week, but this one was a listener, so we had to do it.
Gotta.
All right, so I, late 20s female, have been close friends with Sarah for years. She's getting married soon, and I wasn't asked to be a bridesmaid, which stung, and I felt kind of silly because she would have been in mine, but I tried to accept it. Not everyone could be in the bridal party. But what's happened since then has been confusing and kind of painful. Even though I'm not a bridesmaid, a week prior to the wedding, when I asked about certain elements, Sarah informed me that she expected me to do bridesmaid-adjacent tasks, including getting ready with the bridal party, and in brackets, they're getting professional hair and makeup while I do it on my own, sitting at the that's crazy, sitting at the bridesmaid's table, filming the rehearsal, and helping with setup and tear down for pre-wedding events. She also, and literally sitting at the bridesmaid table is crazy. That's
You
like-
got me fucked up, Sarah.
She also informed me that she removed my +1 a long time ago without telling me, which thankfully my +1 happened to cancel today. It's like she wants the help and emotional presence of a bridesmaid, but doesn't want to give me the actual role or recognition. She said she was doing it so I'd feel included, but it feels more like it's for her comfort than mine. And here's the kicker. The wedding is across the country. A year ago, she told me not to worry about the accommodations and that she's booked me a hotel room.
She hates you.
A few weeks ago, she said she wanted to cover the costs. I appreciate that. Felt really loved because it's her weekend. Until I just found out I was expected to share a room and bed originally with 3 other people, most of whom I don't know.
She hates you.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought maybe the first 3 sentences, I'm like, I swear we've done this one.
Nope.
Sharing a bed with 3 strangers, that is a new low for a bride to suggest.
This detail was never mentioned, and now the area is fully booked, so I can't even find an alternative. I want to support her, but everything about this makes me feel like I'm only important when it's convenient and invisible the rest of the time. So am I the, or so I guess so would I be the asshole?
No.
I think I'm no-showing, right?
Same.
Right?
Girl,
Like-
you are being used.
Yeah.
Like, I low-key don't even have a place to stay. I'm not, like, first off, I don't feel safe staying in one bed with 3 strangers.
Oh, you have a
That
place to
seems-
stay. Yeah, you just do head to feet, head to feet. You know what I mean?
I'm busting ass on everybody. I don't give a damn.
And John is the type of person where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to share a bed with naked
Yeah.
John. So it's
You sure about that?
I'm positive.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean, there's no way I go to this wedding across the country. I was expected to do all this work, get no notice until a week ahead.
Cancel my +1.
That's
Cancel the +1 is
crazy.
crazy. Sitting at the table is crazy. You know, I get, I guess asking for like breakdown and setup, but I mean, I feel like that's something that your friends ask you,
Yeah.
right? Like,
What can I do?
yeah, like I've done that at weddings where I'm like, yeah, can I help? You know, I mean, and I'm not talking a week before. I'm talking about months in advance. Like, hey, what do you need my help with anything? So yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think all of the asks are crazy. I think the time is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all around. Like, there's no, besides the fact that you're like, oh, this is somebody I like love and care about. If you're that close to the bridal party, besides that, there's really no plus to go to the wedding.
Nah.
You know what I mean? I feel like I'm just going to be in a bad mood the entire time. And then I have to fucking go and share a bed with someone who's ass out. You know what I mean? So just not a good time.
I would question the hell out of this friendship, first of all.
Right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna say, "Oh, I want you to do all these things for me because I want you to feel included." Bitch, why don't you just include me if I'm gonna be sitting with everybody, getting ready with everybody,
Yeah.
doing the shit? Why don't you ask your bridal party to be doing all that shit? Why don't you hire a damn wedding planner to be doing all this stuff for you? Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna give me the title? I ain't giving you no goddamn work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm showing up and eating the food, and that's it.
Period.
Honestly,
what
I
I'm
don't even
talking
want to do
about.
that.
No, but I mean, like,
Period.
Yeah.
is what you're expected as a
Yes.
you know, a participant.
Honestly, even if they didn't ask me to do anything and they just told me the room situation, I'd be like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Even without all the other stuff. The bed, I think, for me is the
That's crazy work, right?
Yeah. That's
3
insane.
strangers. You're putting me at danger. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, presumably there's someone they also know, but it's like I still don't feel comfortable spending the
just-
time with like random people I don't know.
Yeah,
I ain't getting ready over here. I'm not gonna, be on my nightly whatever the hell I'm wearing at night type of shit with people I barely even met. Hell,
Yeah, showering, changing, like all
For
that
real.
stuff. Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
And Reddit deemed not the, or our subreddit deemed not the asshole. And California Jade said, follow your inclination here and skip the wedding. Sharing a room
Mhm.
with 3 people you don't know, along with everything else. Friendships sometimes just run their course, and it sounds like this one has passed its expiration date, not the asshole.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
It sounds like a college friend thing, and then they kind of just like, we're not thinking of you really at all until last second.
or even like a high school friend, maybe.
Maybe high school.
Oh, they
friend,
were thinking about
Who
her
knows?
because they knew
I'd
that
rather
she
me not be invited than
can
fucking
be
do all
stepped
this
on.
extra shit. To be honest,
Yeah, I'm good.
I'd
Actually.
feel less hurt.
All right. Let's move on to the second last one before we hit the Patreon. This one was cross posted by Writing Giraffe.
Finally, someone I know. Just kidding.
And this one is titled, Am I the Asshole for Returning the Jewelry My Husband Gave Me for Our 10-Year Anniversary?
If it's ass, it's ass. I mean,
Damn.
Fair.
He bought it for his mistress, and you got recycled gifts.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Or if it's like-
shit.
something very obviously in the style that you don't like.
And you're
Oh,
just,
Then
yeah.
Sean wasn't there for that live either for that crazy ass ring, huh, John?
the wedding
Oh,
ring.
he's
yeah,
seen the ring, though.
Nancy
Oh, he's
showed
seen
me
the ring.
ring,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
She was like, "This
Well-
is so obscene. This is so ridiculous."
Well, at least Nancy knows.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you at this point. It's 4 years in. I'm not going to listen to the goddamn show. What do you want from me?
No, I get you.
If you did an edit or if we had producers edit and produce the quality,
I will
would y'all
say,
listen?
There's
I mean-
times when I'm editing and I'm chuckling along, even though I know it's coming.
I'm sure I would laugh because I laughed in the moment
Yeah.
when we recorded it. You know what I mean?
Anyway, this one goes like this. My husband, 34 male, bought me, 32 female, a beautiful necklace and earring set for our 10-year anniversary.
Mm.
He had it professionally wrapped and included 3 different types of liqueur-filled chocolates in the box.
Wow.
It was stunning. My favorite color, and I was so appreciative at the time and effort he took in picking out a set I would truly like.
Nice.
Mhm.
So far,
Why
Sean,
are you returning it?
now what do you think, asshole?
I'm
Oh,
going
no.
I'm going with my guess. It was for a mistress originally.
I know how broken I've got you guys based on titles, just how crazy your guesses get.
I mean, that's the fun of it, right?
You got to be outlandish.
Here's the problem. During this time, my husband, we'll call him E, and
was
I
cheating.
were struggling. Not only in our
Oh.
relationship, but with our finances as well.
Mm.
E would spend most of his nights out with friends while I was home with our kids.
Oh.
We had many disagreements about his drinking, partying, and late nights. Because of everything that was going on, I had to choose to take a break from alcohol. I knew I wasn't drinking, so I was somewhat disappointed when I saw the chocolates. Now, I've never been much of a jewelry person, but I was very happy with the set E got me. I had planned on wearing it the next day, but forgot it in the whirlwind of getting kids ready for school. E asked me why I wasn't wearing it that afternoon and said that if he was going to have to go hungry to afford the set, he hoped I would at least wear it. I
Hungry?
immediately felt terrible that I forgot to wear it and that it cost so much. I asked him how much
Hungry?
he spent, and it was enough to pay a few bills and reduce some of our stress financially. Knowing that and how my husband wasn't going to be able to eat lunch for the week, I didn't feel right wearing the set. During that time, he continued to ask why I wouldn't wear the necklace and reminded me that he wasn't able to eat lunch because of
Bro,
what it
shut the
cost.
fuck up. That's your fucking
Okay, if you're gonna
problem.
keep slapping it on her face, like,
That's what I'm
brother,
saying.
why
Jesus.
did you get it?
Yeah. Well, it's also just like, wear it because I'm starving. It's like, well, then don't. That's so manipulative and
It's
shitty.
extremely
For real.
manipulative.
There's like a, not to get religious, there's like a, some sort of story. I forget
Oh my god.
the exact quote, but it's essentially like, you know, if you're like out here broadcasting your suffering, you know, you got your reward. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you're not,
Damn.
don't expect to get the reward in heaven for your suffering if you're already like telling everybody like, oh man, I'm suffering so hard for God. You know what I mean? So it's kind of,
Bars.
it reminds me of that. Again, not all of it is good. The Bible got some weird shit, but
Oh, yeah.
some bars are there.
Yeah,
some
that's
bars
funny.
are there.
Now, this is where I might be the asshole. I took the set back to the store he got it at, told them I didn't like it, and returned it. It broke my heart to return it, but they were able to give me a full refund minus a small fee. I took the money and paid off a few of our debts and said nothing. With how little I wear jewelry, I had hoped he wouldn't notice after some time had passed.
All right. I agree with what OP did. I'm not gonna lie. I do think it's crazy that you thought he would have noticed, but that's literally all he's talked
All
to you
he's
about.
talking about, I have not eaten for 2 weeks. I haven't seen you
Man,
wear it.
why
Where
haven't you
is
worn it?
Uh,
Maybe he won't ask. I think he's gonna ask.
Why is my credit card paid off? Unfortunately, someone he knew was in the store and saw me return it. A few days later, E and I had a long conversation about how hurt he was. I apologized and explained why I returned it and how sad I was that he would choose to go hungry to get me something material. Shortly after, we decided to go to therapy together and things have gotten better.
Nice.
Okay.
However, I noticed for the last several holidays, E hasn't got me anything. Not even a card.
Wow.
He says it's because I'll return anything he gets me.
Wow.
This has been a recurring disagreement between us where he says I'm the asshole. So Reddit, am I the asshole for returning the jewelry my husband gave me for our 10-year anniversary?
I will say it probably
No.
should have been discussed. You know what I mean?
I
think-
okay.
I hate
I
it. No,
also get-
he was a manipulative bitch. Oh, I'm giving you something even though we're in debt and I'm not gonna be able to eat. But please, shut the fuck up, bitch. If you're gonna fucking give me a fucking gift instead of eating and you're gonna constantly remind me that you're not eating, because I don't fucking want it. Like, go eat and shut the fuck up. Like, be for fucking real. We have debts. We have a home and we have kids to take care of. Mister, I won't be able to eat. So yeah, be more respectful with your fucking money. Be more like smart with your money, and maybe I won't have to return shit so that you can eat. What a dumbass! Like, and this is the emotional manipulation is crazy. What a dumbass! Eat and shut the fuck up.
Get it because he didn't discuss with
Therapy.
you,
This therapy ain't
and then he's
working.
also shoving it in your face how much he spent on it.
I'm gonna go even beyond that. He sounds like a piece of shit partying and leaving you with the
Oh,
kids all fucking
for sure.
Like, I don't fucking want his input on anything financial if he's out there partying and like not helping take care of the fucking kids.
Yeah.
Pretty
Especially when you're not financially set and you're not doing well.
Yeah.
You know how much a beer is?
Exactly.
For a cocktail. If you're getting cocktails, that's even more.
Yeah.
And especially if you're at a night out with your boys, you know, maybe this is just my group, but people will take turns like buying rounds.
Right.
That shit adds
Depending
up.
how many
Adds
friends
up.
are there. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Every time I go out and pay for a round, I'm like, what? We could just go home and do this exact thing.
We could buy
The
a whole
amount that we
video
spend
game.
on, the amount of that I spent on this round, I could have bought a bottle.
Yeah.
And we could have just done this in someone's house. We all own homes
Yeah.
now at this point.
So anyway,
I don't know.
sorry. I was just interrupting you there, Sean, because I think your advice is true in a normal relationship where, you know.
Like if this was a good father and partner.
Yes, exactly.
And
I
yeah,
think-
maybe communicate.
Yeah, communication.
Yeah, because he has shown, like you do make a good, he has shown not to
He
be
doesn't know
financially
how
smart.
to. He's not financially savvy. He's fucking out drinking all the damn time.
Yeah.
When y'all got no money, when y'all struggling.
Yeah, and then buying some outlandish gift when you can't afford that shit. I mean,
It's crazy.
I'm with both of you guys here. I think Sean, like there's a part where I do like where it's like, all right, well maybe that conversation should have been had.
Sure.
But they did go to therapy, right? And he's still throwing
Apparently.
that shit
Yeah.
out to her.
Yeah.
So like,
So
did
I'm
this
like, it's
motherfucker
not
ever
working.
learn? You
And
know what I'm
he's not-
saying? So
He's not getting her gifts or anything, like even a card or anything like that.
I mean, look
Still.
at what Josh and Sienna does. They make little,
Yeah.
homemade shit for each other. Something cheap like that.
Yeah.
A gift doesn't have to be something like crazy expensive. It just has to come from the heart.
Yes.
Especially like it doesn't get much. Like you could make your own holiday card. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's,
That's what we do.
It's-
It's just like,
yeah.
So for him to do that, it's just like, it seems like he hasn't learned anything for therapy and
Yeah.
he's still using this as a manipulation tactic to be like, oh, you're the bad person in this relationship when it's actually fucking him for not doing anything and being a goddamn partner.
Pretty much.
Sorry. I read a lot of comments that were like, everyone sucks. And I'm just like,
How?
Everyone's.
How?
I mean, I don't think.
I was losing my mind. I was like,
I think
come
for
on.
sure, like, I mean, a conversation would have been, you know,
Better.
maybe preferred, but I don't think you did anything wrong. Really.
Mm-mm.
It's
Yeah.
like when you're down bad. I mean, I would do the exact same shit. Like I said, when I interrupted you in the middle of the story, I would have done the same thing. Probably.
Yeah, it's not like she returned a gift and spent it on another gift, and that would have been an everyone sucks situation, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But like,
She paid off house bills.
yeah, the shit that you need to survive with children and a household and put food on your damn table. So I don't know. This guy fucking sucks ass.
This guy sucks.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, it was a it was a bit of a mishmash of not the asshole and everyone sucks. This comment maybe hit it the closest. Bandicoot Flat 5838 said not the asshole with a small caveat.
Oh, I thought that was going to be our person.
Do Bandicoot.
There's multiple bandicoots.
There's multiple bandicoots out there.
Who could believe it?
Okay, let me get this right. 1, you are in a precarious financial situation and he goes out drinking and partying.
Mhm.
2, you share children together, but he goes out drinking and partying often.
Mhm.
3,
Mhm.
part of the birthday gift he picked out was something you can't/won't eat, which he should have known. 4, he spent money that he did not have to spare on an unnecessary gift. And in brackets, you said you aren't much of a jewelry person. 5, he repeatedly and without provocation told you something that was designed to make you feel guilty for a choice you did not make.
Mhm.
And 6, when you return the gift due to your completely reasonable sense of obligation to family responsibility and guilt about him missing meals, he made you feel terrible about it. 7, he now gets you nothing for holidays, not even a card, with an incredibly selfish excuse. You can't return a card or a night at the movies or a massage. How incredibly materialistic of him and incredibly pathetic that he is using this situation he created to excuse him never having to put effort into a holiday or recognizing you ever again. Absolutely ludicrous. He is being awful. The small caveat, I will say you are the asshole a little bit because you should not have returned it without telling him. You should have told him what you're going to do. You could have said, I feel so bad that you're missing meals and we have all these debts we're worried about. I can't tell you how much the thought of you putting in the gift means to me, but this clearly isn't a time for this and it means you are going to go hungry. I'm going to return it.
I will say this, knowing how shitty this guy is, I would be scared if you gave him a heads up, he'd just like fucking take it.
Sell it himself and then, yeah,
Yeah.
not pay the bills.
So he sounds like
Like,
maybe
well,
a
got
borderline
party money.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Oh well."
I still think this misses the point where it's just like you're treating this guy like a child.
Pretty much.
he should be a fucking adult and be like, I can't afford this. This money should be going towards our debts. Maybe the gift could have been like, hey, I paid off like a bunch of our debts and here's a card. Like something like that. Like I don't know what, like it could have been something as easy as that and taking stress off your plate. And on top of that, he's still going out and partying. So I don't know. I even hesitate to call her an asshole for this reason because it's just like,
no,
even
just would have been
like
nice, but not even necessary.
I was gonna say, even like the asshole-ish move she did, it's not even just specifically for her; it's for her whole family.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, and he's benefiting from it because it was his debt too.
Less debt, and this motherfucker's probably gonna rack it up again when he goes out drinking with his buddies.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I do understand the everyone sucks because of that, but it's just like I don't agree with it necessarily.
They're not even close in like the weight, the gravity of, you know what I mean?
And I do, well, like we've been there where it's like a gray area where it's like 99% one person and 1% the other.
Yeah.
I don't even feel comfortable doing that in this one because I'm like, he just sucks so much that I don't want to give him that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the last one here. Posted by Wall Score on our Discord.
Time to bounce.
Oh, go.
This one is titled, Am I the Asshole for Loving My First Wife as Much as I Love My Second Wife?
This is a personal story?
Personal story submitted on Discord.
Loving more?
Yes.
Or as much?
Love as much.
Yeah, I think, that's fine. Like, we've had scenarios where the wife passed.
Right.
And, the love is different and, equal. So I think there's a chance for where this is okay.
Okay.
What Sean said.
And this is our last one before we hit the Patreon. So if you want 2 more stories, patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. Go sign up. Links in the description. Okay, so I met my first wife when we were in high school. We dated 5 years before getting engaged and married in 2020. It wasn't a big wedding, just a small intimate thing with immediate family and a handful of friends. She was and is the light of my life, the most important person in my life, and fills the biggest spot in my heart. We've shared so many first memories together. She knows me better than anyone, and I'd like to think I know her better than anyone. Fast forward to 2021, and I married my second wife. The vows we shared are deeper than any I could have hoped for. We had a big, beautiful wedding with all of our friends and family. I didn't think I could have had as much fun as I did that night. We danced, laughed, cried, and we ate. It was the happiest.
Time out. I'm confused. So
you're not.
His first wife got married. Okay, they got married with his first wife in 2020. And then 2021, he got married again?
Well, it's a whole year, John.
I know, but like, was there any split between the first?
I don't. This might be no disrespect, a Mormon wife type situation.
Could be.
Is your second wife
Was it the
Octa? No
sister?
disrespect.
Yeah.
He heard the podcast, was like, well, I got to find me a roach.
Okay.
Was it sister wives?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Wall Score. Interesting. All right, keep going, buddy. Sorry. I got confused there for a little bit.
No, you're good. You're good.
And this isn't a personal story, right?
It is.
He said it was a personal story.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying, brother.
I didn't think I could have as much fun as I did that night. It was the happiest night of my life because I got to spend it with my beloved wife. While our first wedding was fun and memorable, our second wedding was what made it all better by being able to share the day with people who couldn't be invited to the first due to COVID regulations.
Second wife? I thought we said second wife.
Did he get married twice?
So, Nikal in the Discord says, I'm confused. I think this is a sweet story saying that you had 2 weddings in the same marriage, one small and the other big, but just one wife, right? There's no second wife? To which Wallscore responds, yes, that's correct. Laugh my ass off.
Okay, then you lied in the title.
We jokingly call each other our second spouse.
Okay, well then that's the exact shit I went to. You're wild for saying second wife. How dare you?
It sounds like they both call each other the second spouse as like a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, I always say I married my ex-girlfriend, which is Julia.
That's good.
You're an asshole for fucking confusing the shit out of us,
Oh,
Wall Score. I know you just
God.
bought a new Steam Deck. You said on Discord, you better keep playing on that shit, buddy, because I'm gonna fucking fight your ass.
You know they both have ADHD and are confused.
Oh, so lost.
We don't know for sure that both have it.
You're right. You're right. At least one of them does. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
And I deem not the asshole. No, there's no other confirmation.
Asshole, Wall Score. You might be the first, buddy.
Yeah, part of me wants to call him an asshole for lying to us.
Confusing.
But another part of me is like, I feel like we should save the first listener asshole for someone truly vile
Yeah.
and
Really
despicable.
needs it.
And I feel like you don't deserve that title of being despicable.
Yeah.
I will say,
Even though we're mad at you.
I will say the only redeeming quality you had, Wall Score, is that you told us you recently became a rich. So I guess we can kind of forgive. Not even.
But then
just,
we got to remember, you've been on the Discord for a while, and you recently began. What's the deal
you
with
know what?
that?
You had to pay for 2
You
weddings.
can afford a Steam Deck, brother. You could have got this membership a while ago, I think. Yeah, this has woken me up into a rage. I'm not gonna
Go
lie,
ahead, go
more
on.
than anything else. No, I'm just kidding.
That were all I thought that was going to go. Sorry, Wall Score. I thought this was a wholesome story.
You asshole.
You thought wrong.
All right, that is it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. What did you think? Let us know down in the comments below. Give us a like, subscribe. And if you want 2 more stories, go to patreon.com/Cultivate Podcast Network. Or you can click join on our YouTube membership page. It's our regular YouTube page. You just click join. There, you join the membership. You get 2 stories every Friday and 1 extra story on Mondays.
Why am I still here?
plus
I'm gonna go sleep.
tons of extra
God
bonus
damn.
content. So go check that out. Boys, is there anything you want to shout out before we close out the
Whew,
episode?
sheesh.
Reddit on wikishop.com.
Yes, we got our gaycation merch.
Not
which
the
we are donating-
gaycation.
I think we're officially donating to the Trevor Project this month.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So that'll be going to the Trevor Project. So get your swag and get it for a good cause.
Oh, also join our Patreon because we will be doing a live stream. Also, YouTube membership here too. So we're going to be live streaming this upcoming Wednesday night, right, Sean? You going to be there?
Yes.
If that's on the schedule, I can't do the math in my head right now. But yeah, for sure.
Yes. So it's going to be a live stream for the YouTube members as well as the Patreons as well.
Usually 6 p.m. Eastern.
6:30
sounds
Eastern,
right. 6:30?
5:30 Central.
Yeah.
Around that time.
Keep an eye out for it, but we will be live around that point. So
Yeah.
check it
Yeah,
out.
25th.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, thank you, John and Sean, for coming on and giving your takes today. Thank you, Wikimaniacs, for another amazing episode. And we'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Bye.
Oops. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna continue this later. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. And I'll come back later. I'm gonna do that. All right. Peace. Stream is over.